Girls softball.
Oh, hot, sweaty.
Oh man,
Bugs.
Yeah.
I went last night to take my daughter to an unofficial practice because there's tryouts tonight, and we went down there, and I had to sit in the dugout, and it was just her and another girl, and the mom is the coach, so mom was like helping her out with stuff, and I thought for sure softball was not for her because she sucked, and then she did, like, she was out in second base, and they were throwing her pop flies, and she was doing like the scared basket catch,
how I catch the ball.
Yeah, and then I just went, there's no way she's gonna try out tomorrow and make a team, kid. As soon as the coach was like, turn your glove this way, do this, she was like, whoop, all of a sudden she was making plays.
There is nothing they like better than somebody who is coachable.
Yes.
Because I would say the majority of girls at 11 years old don't have a ton of skill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they're coachable, that's a good quality for sure.
If this kid didn't look so much like me, I would not. I would wonder who her father was because she is so athletic. She's a natural at everything that she's done so far. Not that she's great at everything, but she can adapt very well.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. Then she took the bat and started whacking the balls, and I thought, is this good or bad? I'm proud of her and excited, but I don't want to come to these stupid games every day and practice and all that. And Jesus Christ.
They're going to be like, the games are going to be like Saturday mornings at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
Well, she was playing volleyball, wasn't she? When were
She's
those?
still playing volleyball.
Aren't those
But those are inside.
Inside.
That's true.
I don't care if it's 6 a.m., Galvin.
Yeah.
It's inside in the air conditioning.
That's true.
Listen, but luckily, you got her in kind of late because when I was that age, we were doing like tournaments in Ohio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were there all day. It was 2 days. It was Saturday and like playoffs were Sunday.
I'm not doing that.
Carmen's letting you know she's better than your daughter.
Yes, 100. No, I'm just saying when you start early, you know what I mean?
No,
At least
I get it, yeah.
you're skipping that part.
I'll take a 5-day volleyball tournament over a 2-day softball tournament. Not interested.
Yeah, I'm juggling 2 soccer schedules right now, and high school soccer hasn't even started yet. And there's tournament weekends. We got to go Fort Myers one weekend. It's
No.
And it does. Carmen's right. Like those tournaments, they absorb the whole weekend. You get there Friday and you leave Sunday. I saw a great thing that somebody posted. They said, "Can somebody please explain to me why we just drove 3 states to play my neighbor's kid in baseball?" That's true. I don't understand what we're doing here. It's all a money making racket.
Yeah, I don't know. I she's been pretty good at volleyball. So if you could see something that they're excelling in, great.
Yeah.
But right now she's just playing everything. And
No, I think she's at the age now. That's when you learn. That's
yeah, she stunk at soccer, but it was fun to watch her play.
My daughter played basketball last year. She'd never played before ever.
Yeah.
But
Well,
by
and
the end of the season, she was making shots.
And also, Mike, your daughter just went into middle school, so next year starts actual school sports.
Yep.
So she probably wants to hang out with her friends a little extra.
Well, she's playing. She's trying out for teams at school right now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
okay.
You can try out in 6th grade.
In 6th grade, okay. Yeah, that was not the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the age you want to basically just not go home and just hang out with your friends all day.
Well, no, listen, they have a dance on Friday.
Oh.
I had to have a conversation with her yesterday. I said, I know what you're thinking the conversation was, but it was opposite. I said, Juliana, I'm going to tell you something, and you can do whatever you want with it, but I'm just going to tell you right now. And she's like, all right. I go to your dance on Friday. And she said, I don't want to. And I go, I know. But you will go, and you'll get there, and you'll end up liking it, and you'll be happy that you went. Don't miss it because you're scared to go. That's the worst thing. Go to the dance. You live right across the street. If you don't like it, call me. I'll come pick you up. That's it.
Did you teach her any dance moves?
I mean, I have none of those, Carmen. The Lord has blessed me with many things. Dance moves are not one of them.
Do you need me to come over and teach her some dance moves?
I don't need. I know that in 6th grade, nobody dances. They just go and they stand in a circle. And they talk about boys, and boys talk about girls, and then that's it. But you do make new friends.
We were grinding on each other.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Carmen can show out a showcase and
man.
do the waterfall, everything.
This is the most unsexy thing. Your waterfall is my Elaine dance.
Yeah, I would imagine there'll be some girls that are doing some TikTok dances to whatever song.
Yes.
Right.
But I don't think they're doing routines or anything.
Yeah, they all stand around and make TikTok videos.
Right, yeah.
What I've learned from my daughters going through that.
That's fine, but that's a way to make friends.
Yeah.
Every day she went to school, she's like, "I met a new friend. I met a new friend." So that's just the way it works out. So you don't want to. I don't really have any regrets because I was a pretty outgoing kid, but I remember the cool kids missing everything because they thought they were too cool for it. I'm like, you guys didn't do anything fun. I was in a play in high school. I joined drama club one year. I was in the Glee club in my sophomore year just because I was bored. Well, the Glee club would let you leave early so you can go practice chorus or whatever it was. But it was just so that I didn't have to do some classes and just felt like getting out there and doing stuff. I did not miss out. It's 6:10. I held back as long as I can. Talk to me about your hat.
I'm wearing it, so if I itch, it's not going to be skin to skin contact.
You're like a dog with that big
for
collar.
real, dude.
Yeah.
For real. I told Galvin yesterday, I was like, I think I'm going to have to just get the mittens, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the other day, if we just put a pillowcase over your head and just rubbed it, it would probably you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's
I just wish it didn't feel so good to scratch. It's like the most torturous thing ever in the world.
Yeah. Well, Spanish is wearing a wool cap today.
Yep.
So you can see it on Bone TV in shorts.
teal shorts.
Is it not making your head sweaty and worse?
No, not really. So far, so good. But like I said, even like this, I can't really feel it. So
Yeah.
I'm in good hands. Yeah.
And this is all stress and anxiety induced?
It's like it starts with like a little bit of stress, but like I said, once I start itching it, it just feels so good.
What is back in your life that is stressful? Like what? Because you had the stress. Started dating another guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is there something that has kind of triggered this again? Or
Finances.
Oh, finances. Okay.
Yeah, finances.
Well, that's a big one. That's a big one for everybody.
Yeah.
Stresses. Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
You're not.
May I suggest betting on the Hard Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey, listen, I got a grand slam last night.
Yeah.
I bet $25. I won $325 or $375.
But again, you can lose $100.
Yeah. Yeah. So like,
Calvin just made me think. You're not banging Krishma again, are you?
No.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I have, but
You have
not
what?
right now. I have banged her since everything.
Oh,
Since What?
Are you talking with her?
Yeah, we talk every once in a while.
Oh, that's why. That's why your head's itching.
That is actually not why my head's itching. You blew it.
When did you bang her?
Month ago.
How often do you talk to her?
Every couple of days. Well, probably
That's why your head's itching. How did you go from her cheating on you with some drug dealer to you guys banging again?
I mean, we did. We're not banging. We did bang.
She cheated on you and did all these bad things, and now you're back to banging her again, or hanging out with her and talking to her every other day.
Yeah, I talked to her. Yeah.
Oh, you realize you're bringing that on yourself.
Yeah.
How did you go from her cheating on you and ruining everything to hating her and now being back with her all of a sudden?
I'm not back with her.
Back talking to her and all that.
Yeah.
After she was calling you, blowing you up for different numbers, you talking about how crazy she was?
Yeah. I mean, that's all very true. It's mostly just because I wanted to know. I couldn't stop thinking about why everything happened. I wanted to talk to her, and I've been talking about what happened, figuring out what was real, what wasn't real, because there's a lot of stuff I didn't know what was real and what wasn't real. And
But you're never going to know.
Yeah,
because how can you ever trust her? Like anything that comes out of her mouth, how do you know that it's real?
I'm glad you're saying this because if I was saying it, I'd be mean. But you're being real.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but like that's just something that you also have to consider. Like if she lied to you once, she'll lie to you again.
For sure, and that's definitely something I think about all the time. I mean, it's not like I forgot about everything.
All these weeks that I've been asking you about your dating and all that stuff and who you're going out with, you just let that slide that you're banging Krishma again?
I mean, I didn't let it slide. It's not something I was really ready to talk about.
This is making my head itch.
Oh,
You better hope nothing else starts itching.
Oh no. She's talking about your weenus.
Spanish. Yeah. How could you do that?
How could I do what?
How could you slide back into that?
Because, like I said, I wanted to know what was going on. And
what was going on with what? We pretty much knew what happened.
Yeah. And your penis found out? Speak into the microphone. What happened? What about the other guy? Is he locked up?
I have no idea.
Oh, you'd have no idea.
I didn't ask. Yeah, I mean,
did you put any money in his commissary?
No, I haven't put any money in his commissary.
So you could be banging her and she could still be with this guy.
I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not trying to be with her.
Can I ask you a question? Do you not see the direct correlation of your head itching now and you wearing a ski cap today?
I've been talking to her for a while and I haven't had any issues. A month ago, when I started to feel like a loser because of everything that's been happening to me, that's when I started itching.
I'm asking this as a friend. Yeah. Do you think this is making you less of a loser?
No, I don't. But I don't know.
Here's the thing. You want me to not talk about it? You want me to talk to you about it like as a normal friend and human being? This was the downfall of you. This is where everything went wrong, was because of her and because of your breakup. You think there's any good to getting back in any sort of situation with her? You are now in here sitting across from me wearing a wool cap.
Yes.
Yeah. There's nothing good that's coming out of it.
Here's something that a comedian said a long time ago, and I always thought this was funny, and it, I think, applies perfectly. Getting divorced from someone or breaking up with someone and then getting back with them is like getting milk out of the refrigerator and going, oh, this is sour. I'll try it tomorrow and put it back in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like,
But also, it's not a breakup where they broke up and now they're getting back together. It was a disastrous breakup that almost ruined your life.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not.
You were walking. I don't know if you remember. You were walking around in St. Petersburg with no shoes on, lying to me, and no showing for work.
Right.
And it was all related to that.
Right. Well,
and now you're back into it
again. But I don't really know. Like, the reason why I didn't want to bring this up is because I knew that this was going to be the main focus of everything, and I don't blame anybody for thinking that's yes.
No. Main focus of what?
Of why all this stuff happened.
Because you're in denial.
I'm not. That's what I'm trying to say is I'm not in denial. It's not like I forgot everything and all of a sudden there's these rose-colored glasses that are on my face. I still remember everything that happened. Yes. I still remember how I feel. Yeah.
But you're still doing it.
I'm not. But the thing is I'm not talking to her in the sense.
You're talking to her. She treated you terribly. She betrayed you. She cheated on you. She ruined what was going to be an engagement. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Caused you to go through a tremendous amount of grief and a huge setback in your career. And now you're like, maybe I should just talk to her again. That there's nothing good that's going to come out of that. I don't own you. I joke around a lot and tell you what to do, but we are friends. And I'm telling you this as a friend, not as a guy that you work for. This is the dumbest thing you could ever do. And it is 100% related to the fact that you're wearing the reason that you're wearing a wool hat today. And anything you try to say that is you trying to convince yourself. So you don't have to convince me.
Okay.
Yeah. I almost just feel bad for you because I can only do so much for you. And this is what brought you to the worst point of your life. And you went right back to it.
I didn't go right back to it again. It's like I said, it's not that I forgot any of that. I just wanted to figure things out because I'm obsessive about it, and it's not. I was just obsessing about it, and I needed to figure some things out and talk to her. And that's it. It's not.
But you're still. Well, it's none of my business. I mean, you want to not talk about it? I will not talk about it. Just came up naturally. So
I mean,
but the thing is that what?
Well, nothing.
What was that?
None. I mean,
was that towards Galvin or that towards Joe?
I figured I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Like for the past week and a half, I just feel like no matter what is going on in my life, I have taken a wrong turn and everything, and I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking to her for any other reason than I just wanted some mental clarity as to what...
You had sex with her.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
But that's not mental clarity. The mental clarity is calling up and going...
I'm a human being. I'm still a human being. I still... You know what I mean?
Look, I'm not saying you're not a human being. I'm not saying you don't fall into weaknesses and all that stuff. What I'm telling you is the same thing that I would hope that you would tell me or any of you would tell me if you're doing something that's detrimental to your health and your life, to tell you about it, because what you went through before was bad for you as a person. It was terrible for you as far as work goes, and you were on a little skid for a little while, and then you started doing the show at Shark, and things kind of were leveling out, and you became a spiritual Spanish, and it was kind of weird, whatever. But now in the last couple of weeks, you took a little bit of a dive, and and then all of a sudden you're itching and all that stuff. I mean, that's where the decline is coming from. You don't want to acknowledge it, then that's fine, and I'll mind my own business.
I do acknowledge it, but what I'm saying is that's one part of a bigger thing that's happening to me, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because it's not just her. She is a big part of it, but there's a bunch of other stuff that I need to figure out about why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing. Yeah, she plays a part in it, but there's, like I said, there's a bunch of other stuff that
this is from. It's hard for you to see because you're in it, but this is a crack addict saying, "I can stop smoking crack whenever I want. I can do that."
All right,
I just smoke on the weekend.
Yeah, that's my opinion, and normally I love to yell at you, and I'm not yelling at you. I'm trying to talk to you like a friend right now. And I don't know everything. I'm a little bit older than you, and I've been it, but I'm looking at this situation from the outside. And if you're interested in talking about it, you could ask. I mean, Carmen's your number one fan, and she's telling you the same thing I'm telling you.
I know. Like I said, I hear you. I don't. It's not like I don't know that. You know what I mean? I still remember everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I can remember calling that guy up and yelling at him on the phone and giving him garbage about the way that she treated you and he treated you, and the fact that they were calling you randomly all the time. That's a psychopath. How do you go back to the psychopath?
I agree with you. Like I said, I'm not going back to her. I'm not dating her. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You let her back in your life, and she's definitely in control. That's the key. I mean, and then you wonder why all this stuff with your health is starting up again. It's the direct correlation.
Okay, that's fair.
I know this may be a surprise to you. I am not a doctor, but it seems pretty obvious.
Okay.
I learned what the weenus was today from you, which is a medical term.
Well,
my new thing is I don't want to blow my own horn, but I'm a teacher. So.
I don't want to blow my own weenus.
all right.
You couldn't.
No,
You can't reach your weenus.
You don't know me.
I don't know you.
Huh?
I don't know you. Carmen, are those phone calls for Sporcle, I assume?
I haven't tried it yet. Hold on.
Oh, I could try it. You want me to try it?
If you want to.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. I was calling about Spanish,
Yes, you're on
but
the
if you
air.
need to do Sporcle,
No, go
that's
ahead.
fine.
Go ahead. What do you got?
okay. Spanish, please stop making excuses for why you need to go back to something that was so poisonous. Maybe the lesson you need to learn is that for whatever reason, you made a huge mistake and you need to just move on.
I don't think he
But
made the
stay
mistake.
away from the poison. Well, his choosing, he does. She definitely
He got duped, and and it's even worse because it's even worse because he was the victim in the situation. I don't want to see that happen to you again. What if that happened? What if she makes you look like a fool again? What if she betrays you again? What if she hurts you again?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't. Me personally, I don't think I don't really know how to talk about it because no matter what I say, it's not gonna. Everybody's already.
We don't know everything.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It seems logical that when you had this problem, there was a problem in your life with Krishma, and now you have this problem again. What has been introduced into your life is Krishma. It doesn't seem like that big of a leap to go, that's what the problem is.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't talk about it, is because
But you not talking about it doesn't make it go away.
I know, but it's not that. It's not that. It's that I didn't choose to talk about it because I didn't know yet what I was doing. There wasn't any ulterior motive. I was just figuring some stuff out, and I'm still aware that yes, it's a very easy jump to correlate those two things. No matter, like I said, you guys don't know the whole thing. You have no idea how long I've been talking to her. You have no idea what we've talked about. You have no idea about any of it.
No, because that makes it worse because you've been lying to us.
What do you mean lying to you?
The last thing that we had from her, she treated you like garbage and caused all these problems. and then caused you to take a huge step back in your career, and you're like, yeah, no, and then you told me, yeah, she calls me every once in a while, but I don't take their call, and they call from random numbers. But then the whole time you've been talking to her.
No, when was the last time we talked about her? It was months ago.
No, it wasn't. A couple of weeks ago, I asked you if they were still calling you, and you said yes.
Yeah, they were still calling me. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I wasn't lying to anybody. It was I didn't know.
If you think that you're in worse shape than I thought, if you think that, look, it's weird because I'm talking to you as a friend, not as a guy you work for. You don't owe me anything on that area of it. You know what I'm saying? You do whatever you want in your personal life, but our personal lives are on the air, and we talk about this stuff on the air and off the air. And no time did you indicate to me that you were still talking to her.
Well, yeah, because like I said, I was trying to figure out what I was doing before I even came to, like I said, before I went to anybody and was like, this is something that is going on, because I knew no matter what I said, everybody was just going to say the same thing. So I was
Why do you think that is?
But I understand why it is. I don't blame anybody for thinking that or judging that. You know what I mean? Like I know that's.
But do you understand our? We don't care about her.
I know.
I don't care if what happens to her at all. I'm more concerned with what's happening to you, and I'm telling you, you're on a decline.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I don't know if you do, because you went through this before and thankfully came out on the other side. Who knows what's gonna happen this time? And you're willing to roll the dice on that.
I thought no, but that's the thing is like I'm not. I understand why you would think that, but I wish people could understand that I'm not that stupid. I do dumb things every once in a while, but I am fully aware of that fear. Like that's a real fear that I have every day, even dealing with this. So I am not going. There's no way I'm going to let that happen. There's no way I'm going to give her enough power to do that to me again. This is a culmination of being stressed out because of everything that's happened here since March, because I don't have any money, because I feel like a loser on a regular basis. Once this started and I'm looking at my face, I'm bleeding every morning.
Can I say one more thing and then I want to go?
Yeah.
You feel like a loser because of all the things that have happened in the last 6 months. The one key piece of that is the thing that you choose to keep in your life. I feel like Shark. How did I become Shark in this?
I don't, like I said, I don't disagree with you, and it's not the same as it was. It's not.
Have you been talking about this on your show?
No.
Oh, I was like, man, that would be the best if you were actually talking about it on your show with Shark and none of us heard it
for weeks.
So let me ask you a question, because I'm going to be completely honest with you. What do you want us to do? Just ignore it and not bring it up and not talk about it anymore?
No,
I'm serious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because now, I mean, you come in today, you look physically like you're hurting.
Yeah, I feel better today than I did all the
You feel better today?
Yeah.
You look terrible. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean, you're wearing a wool hat and you do have open wounds.
Yeah.
And your head is itching, and we were just talking about it. You look bad. So I will sit there and just ignore it, and not say or not say a word. But now that I'm hearing this, it's just I want to be like, look, stop touching the fire.
Yeah, no, I'm doing my best. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm down for whatever. I mean, we already talked about it, so I don't.
No, I don't. I'm glad that I don't know. I don't know. I
from the outside looking in, it seems like that person is like a master manipulator, and it seems like that I would hate to see you fall into that.
Yeah, no, I don't. Like I said, I don't disagree, but I want to know why I'm so easily manipulated by people like that, because it's not just her; it's people like that in general seem to have this power over me, and I wanted to know why.
Now I feel like this is about me.
No, I mean, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know everything. That's just me from the outside looking in, just knowing you, working with you and stuff like that.
Like I said, I've been taken advantage of by people like her, whether it's been bosses, friends, just people like that.
Bosses?
Yeah, I'm not talking about you. No, but I'm just saying, and I want to know why. I want to know why.
But do you think talking to her, bringing her back into your life is going to help you figure that out? Or do you think that you could go a different route to figure that out?
I definitely think I could go a different route. This is the quickest one. And because of my mind is so obsessive, I it just takes up too much energy throughout my day.
Yeah.
And this has been a good way to just release that and like I said, it doesn't matter what she says. You know what I mean? I'm not listening to what she says. I'm trying to pick up on other things, and whether it's truthful or not is beside the point.
What do you want us to be? Like, I'm listening to you talk, and I'm disagreeing with you in my head, and I'm not saying anything because I'm like, he doesn't want to hear what you have to say.
I do want to hear what you have to say.
I don't think you do it because it's opposite of what you're saying.
But that's okay. But that's part of the reason why I always talk to you.
I'm gonna take the new road that I never take. It's none of my business. And clearly you're going to do what you want to do, and I'll just be. I'm telling you this right now because I don't want you to think that I'm going to be a dick to you, or I'm going to keep bringing it up and making it worse for you. I'm just going to ignore it and pretend I don't know because it's none of my business.
Well, like I said, I'm not. I've talked to you because I want to know what your opinion is.
But
that's
you
the whole
don't.
reason
You
why
didn't talk to me about this. I brought it up to you on a whim.
I mean, I didn't talk about it because I didn't know what to say, and I didn't have anything to talk about. You know what I mean? Like there hasn't been anything to talk about. This is. I know no matter what I say, it's not. Everybody's going to say the same thing, which is part of the reason why I didn't.
Do you think the reason that is because we're right?
You in a way partially you are right, but like I said, I haven't even been able to say any of my piece. But
it's been 20 minutes. What piece?
Well, I mean, in private.
Yeah,
like between.
Well, I didn't know what you meant. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, like how I always come to you with stuff that's going on.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant.
I think Galvin's analogy of the sour milk really is correct.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree.
Like trying to figure out why the milk went sour, I don't think it's going to be very helpful.
Also, the other problem is if we just go, all right, well, it's none of our business, whatever, it eventually is going to become our business.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know that's going to happen.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, there's no way, no matter what you say to me, that you're going to change my mind because I see what it did to you before and I see what it's doing to you now. All what's happening in the middle doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter that whatever you're going to say is not going to make a matter to me.
Well, I don't want to. I'm looking to change your mind.
Right. So it's better that it's just none of my business because I have to treat it now as if it's just a. It's better that I don't know anything because I don't want it to affect anything you do here. You know what I'm saying? Other than the fact that you're wearing a wool hat and you're staring across me in August.
Yeah.
I mean, your
What's
physical.
What's that patch say? What is that?
It's the don't live here or whatever.
Don't live here?
You ain't local, I think.
Nobody from here is local.
No.
Yeah. All right.
I blame Joe. This
What?
is something. This is
What did I do?
I don't know. I feel like this is somehow
You
Joe's
didn't do
fault.
enough.
Yeah,
is the problem.
You and the pants could have had an intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I do? You
wanna
did
blame
nothing.
Joe?
What?
Do you know about this? Oh,
Oh, boo.
Nah, he's just being a good friend, though.
good friend. If I saw you standing at the edge of the bridge and I let you stand there, are you a good friend?
Yeah.
Thank you. I see you reaching for the spoiled milk again.
All right. I agree. Joe sucks.
Slap
All
it out of
right,
your hand.
come on.
That's what we learned this whole conversation.
That's my answer to everything. Did I mention my weenus is full of liquid?
All right.
Wait a minute.
Carmen,
Go to the
No.
bathroom. Drain the weenus.
this goes to you now.
Okay.
Yesterday on the show, I let an F word
Oh my
slip
god.
out. And
Yeah.
Carmen thankfully dumped it so it didn't go
Oh,
over the air.
well, thanks to Gio, because no one noticed it but Gio.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you,
you're
Gio.
right.
Hey, I got you guys.
Oh my god.
I actually thought we had a new format. I was just rolling
Carmen,
with it.
why
Yeah.
do you rub your boobs so much when you're nervous?
That is, I'm doing it right now. It is a nervous tick. I don't know. That is, I play with my hair. I fix my hair, but also that's my comfort zone.
All right.
They're mine.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Good.
And it's something to hold on to.
She's like Rain Man with his ears. Rubbing his
She
ears.
just, I was watching it and she's just like, oh my God, what just happened? And I went, what are you doing?
I know. I watched it too. And I was just like, I know I do it, but I didn't realize like I did it in public. Like I know I do it at home, like when I'm watching movies and like something scares me or something like that.
That's your go-to.
Yeah,
You rub your own boobs.
I push my boobs.
I think as a guy, any of us would say if we were a woman, that would be what we would do all day long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rub our boobs.
Yeah.
Samantha, you should try rubbing your boobs. Scratching your head.
It's not going to work.
Rub
Worth a
your,
shot.
I'm over here rubbing my weenus. All right. When we come back from break, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away, and we'll do a little Sporcle next on 102.5 The Bone. I'm excited for that show.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We got practice this week.
That's right. I just thought.
Tighten it all up.
Oh.
Figure out where you're doing the kicks.
I mean, I've been practicing my kicks.
Everybody tries on their outfits.
I got fringe.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Do you guys still practice at Pants Island, or
We do.
you find a new spot?
Pants Island's the
Pants
spot.
Island's where it's at.
Wow.
I put like 4 or 5 pair of pants on my kick drum to
Wait.
Question.
dampen the sound a little bit.
What do we need in order to practice here?
You need a PA.
Amps in a PA. We have a PA wherever that is. Because remember, we bought a PA that we used to have over at Pete's place.
Right, but that was big, isn't it?
No. It's 2 speakers. It's got that big the subwoofer that's fairly big. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we should just set that up somewhere.
I don't think we should use this drum set. I think it just needs to be
No,
there
we're
for
not using the drum
display
set. For
only.
sure.
Display purposes only.
Why not use the drum set? That's a
Oh,
perfect
yeah, I
point.
didn't even think about that. We could use a drum set.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
It's right there.
This is for display purposes only.
Which, by the way, I was going to say I got to take a look at it and see because I think I need a different kick pedal there and a couple other things, whatever. But Joe List, who is going to be coming in later on this week, I noticed is playing drums a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I know he was taking, I think, mandolin lessons for a while. Like he likes music, so I think he wants to be involved in music. You guys share the love of Pearl Jam, but
We do.
I've on his Instagram he's been showing up at music stores and playing their drums. Which, by the way, they love when you show up at the music store and play the drums.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah.
My interest in Pearl Jam waning.
Waning, waning.
After all these years. Is it because they?
Is it because your daughter?
Yeah, sad old man music.
No, I'm still into the music. I just I don't understand how tickets are so expensive and so difficult to get, and it just turned me off.
Oh yeah.
When they used to fight the man and do
They
all
used
that
to fight
stuff.
the man. Now you got to
they're-
pay $1,000 just to get a decent seat in the place.
Now
That's
they
if
are
you're
the
in
man.
the queue to purchase the tickets.
Yeah. So, because now they're making excuses. They're like, well, it costs a lot to put the show on. Really? You're 5 guys with no pyro.
Plus, you got a guy who's helping out the band or whatever, Klinghoffer, and he's just running people over.
Here, we got extra people. What do you need? What's going on here? All right, Carmen, what are we giving away today?
Okay, we have a bunch of stuff. We have tickets for the Coke Zero Sugar 400.
Coke Zero Sugar
Sugar.
400.
No.
Coke Zero
Zero
Sugar
Sugar.
400.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think it used to be the Coke
Zero.
It used to be the Pepsi a long time ago, I thought.
Yeah, but I think it was just Coke Zero 400,
Right.
and
Now
now
it's
they added
Coke
the
Zero Sugar.
I don't know whether people didn't know that it meant zero sugar or what.
I don't know. Thought the can was empty. All right, what else?
Okay, we also have tickets for Imagine Dragons. Pink, who does fly in the air.
Are we
No, but
sure?
You don't want it to fall on you.
Are we sure?
Pink's
Ingve,
on the Too Fat to Fly tour.
no,
yeah.
Ingve Malmsteen.
Wow.
I like
Someone
it.
studied.
I still don't like it. Stone Temple Pilots, Jane's Addiction, Better Than Ezra, and Imposters of Rock.
All right. You have your choice of
stuff.
tickets. If you are the winner, let's play a little Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to play honest corporate slogans. Okay, so these are not the real slogans. These are what the slogans really should be.
Who won
Okay.
yesterday?
I did.
Okay.
And then we're guessing what corporation this comes from.
Correct.
Okay.
And they are kind of tricky. So if I can, I will give you like an extra hint with it, whether it's a food or a beverage or a company type of thing.
Gotcha.
If you need it, if you're struggling.
All right.
Okay. So your first one, never paying that late fee, finally paid off. This is a company that's no longer with us.
Blockbuster?
Spanish.
Ah.
kind of beer. This is a beverage.
Zima.
Obviously. Kind of beer. Can't really give you more than that.
Michelob Ultra.
Budweiser
Oh.
is what I was looking for.
Budweiser.
King of beer.
King of beer.
Yeah.
Again, these are honest corporate slogans,
we
not
get-
the real.
I just don't. All right. I guess
don't-
it's a shot at them. Like,
Yeah.
Your next one, edible finger swords,
Bugles.
Spanish. Now for this one, I need the full name, okay?
all right.
The game version of pure cocaine.
You're saying the game?
The game, yes.
Version.
This is a phone game that everyone loved. The game.
Angry Birds.
Oh, no. The game version of pure cocaine.
Snake.
Newer.
Candy Crush.
You guys can vote on this, but the full title, Candy Crush Saga.
I don't know. You said the full
I mean, did you
name.
say I need to have the full and
I
rare name at
did.
the beginning?
Like I said, I was letting you guys know that.
Is there a different version of Candy Crush, or is it like...
No, it is
okay, so
Candy
that's Candy Crush.
Saga?
I
is the-
vote yes.
I would give it to him personally, but
I
Again.
vote.
I vote no.
I'm letting you vote.
Yeah, just the precursor thing of I need the full name, and then he didn't have it. Like, if there was a few different versions and you said Candy Crush, I could understand that, but if it's...
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4.
I didn't
Yeah,
vote on
it's-
that.
Good job, Gio.
Oh, it's my fault.
It's all because of you.
I vote no.
Exactly. No point. Okay.
No point.
You'll misplace it before the tube's empty.
Pringles.
You'll usually find it
I lost my Pringles.
in female purses.
Tampax.
You'll misplace it before the tube's empty.
Chapstick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Spanish. Yeah, chapstick.
Tampax.
Listen, I don't know, man.
I think it's the tube. I'm not sure.
I'm not really sure how those things work. I just know they're.
My tube is empty.
Yeah.
Your next one, cardboard rings.
Funyuns.
This is a cereal.
Cheerios.
Geo.
They are gross.
I love Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios better.
Oh, yeah.
Don't expect luggage to arrive. This is an
Southwest.
airline.
I don't know what it is.
Spirit.
Delta.
Yes.
Oh.
You didn't though.
I thought Spirit sucks more, so it's
We
got to be
do.
them. Damn it.
It's obviously not delivery.
DiGiorno.
Spanish. Put it on your hand until it dries,
Glue.
then peel it off.
Elmer's glue.
Crazy glue.
Elmer's glue.
okay.
I just needed the full thing, Mike. Never the best part of waking up.
Folgers.
Folgers.
Mike Calta. Australian for PDR. Yeah, was that Gio or Galvin?
It was me.
Galvin gets the point.
I heard me.
Yeah.
And Pat, we are halfway there.
Galvin and Gio both have a single point. Michael with 3, and Spanish is your leader right now. He is winning with 4.
Here I come.
This can
Come
fix
back,
everything,
King.
Spanish. If you win, it fixes
Yeah.
everything.
You're back, baby.
All right, we are doing honest corporate slogans. Your next one, we're just going to keep adding more blades.
Gillette.
Galvin. I need the full name
All
for
right.
this.
All right.
Makes vegetables bad for you. This is a dipping sauce.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Geo. The Aliens Channel.
Sci-fi.
History. Channel.
Thank you.
The Travel
Mike,
Channel.
We throw in extra parts just to mess with you.
IKEA.
Couldn't think of it.
Oh.
The sports drink for gamers.
Gatorade.
Mountain Dew.
Spanish.
You gamer nerd.
Mask bag photos with filters.
What was the beginning?
mask bad photos.
Snapchat.
Instagram. Galvin, excuse me. Ooh, sorry. It's 2 a.m. and you're drunk.
Taco Bell.
Uber.
This is a restaurant, quote unquote.
Denny's.
IHOP.
No. Looking for Waffle House.
Taco Bell should be the answer.
Yeah, it really should.
Here, throw this away. I don't know if we still have these, but they used to be mailed to your doorstep.
Phone book. Yellow Pages.
Yellow Pages.
White Pages.
Yellow Pages. Galvin.
I mean,
You said phone book first. That was your first answer. You can't answer twice.
okay.
Well, Mike said glue. Then he said Elmer's glue.
But
And
that's
we
That
came
was
up with-
that's in the answer.
Oh, phone book's not in it? Okay.
No, it's
Fair
just
enough.
Yellow Pages.
So that was me.
Yes.
Point Galvin.
Sorry, Gio.
No, I agree with it. I agree with it.
Well, I'll take it then.
This kind of is a dated one, I guess. On every sorority girl at every university.
Tramp stamp.
The type of shoe.
Uggs.
Yes. Spanish. Oh, you mean a grande latte.
Starbucks.
Pap Pap?
Galvin.
You're crazy.
You're out of your mind.
Crazy.
Good job, Joe.
Pap Pap, I guess. Or
You're
Calvin gets the point.
Oh, Pap got the point.
It's okay. He'll get you on the make 'em up.
Oh my God. No integrity on that one?
No.
Oh. Wow.
Yellow Pages.
Listen, I was answering. Got to go with the judge.
And Pap Pap.
Wow.
We're on the list. 3.
Gio has 2 points up on the board. Galvin and Michael both have 5, and Spanish is your leader right now. He's winning by 1 with 6.
No integrity.
Nope.
All right. Last
Old Pap screw job.
Last 3 honest corporate slogans. Your next one. Instantly turns your passed out friends into canvases.
Sharpie.
Spanish.
Yeah.
This is kind of a dated one. It's not on Netflix yet.
HBO.
You could find them at Walgreens.
Red box.
Oh.
DVD. Oh.
Redbox. Geo. And your last one. You're just here for the cheddar biscuits.
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
Spanish.
You go, Joe.
Your final score. Gio with 3 points. Galvin and Mike both tied with 5, and Spanish is your triumphant champion today.
Tied.
He won with 8.
Tied.
Do you guys want to figure out the tie with a tiebreaker?
Sure.
Sure.
So it's just Mike and Galvin?
This is just Mike and Galvin.
All right.
How does that happen? They lost.
Well, I
That's
mean,
just for fun.
yeah, Spanish still wins,
It's
but
for
this is,
funsies.
all right.
this is for fun.
Well, then I
Just-
want to play for funsies.
Nope, this is a tiebreaker. You're not in the tie. All right, Mike and Galvin. When there's no Coke.
Pepsi.
Yes.
That's an excellent motto for Pepsi because no one ever asked for Pepsi. I don't care either way. I mean, I could taste the difference, but I don't care. But my wife will pick a restaurant because they don't have Coke or because they serve
Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
What is
Really?
Isn't it Zach Galifianakis? Do you have a Diet Fresca something?
Yeah.
If you don't, it's all right. Like the most random thing.
Spanish, what line are you playing for?
Line 3, please.
9-3. Good morning. Who's this?
Galvin.
Galvin?
Melvin.
Melvin. All right, hold on, sir.
Melvin. Yeah.
You're the winner. Carmen will get you during the break here, and we'll hook you up with a prize. Galvin, Melvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, old boss meet the new boss. I asked for peanuts. And what's your return policy?
Peanuts on your weenus. How do you like that? Galvin is your news. We'll take a quick break, come back, get right into that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I know we've talked about it before, but if you want to buy something online on a website like say jcpenney.com, which I don't even know if that exists anymore. I'm just making something up. And you go to it and you look at a blue shirt and you're like, I want to buy that blue shirt. Don't buy that blue shirt. Leave the site and then wait about 3 days and go through all the emails that you get from JCPenney. I went and looked at a Tommy Bahama shirt the other day.
Yeah.
I've gotten more emails from Tommy Bahama. I didn't buy the shirt because they didn't have my size. And Tommy Bahama is like, hey, did you see something you liked? In one email. Then 5 minutes later, I go, did you leave something in your bag? Did you forget about the shirt? Then another one. You know what would look nice with that shirt is a pair of khaki pants. Oh. Then another one. Just take the shirt. The shirt's free. Just go get it. And you get out. I mean, they're like, I'll give you $5 off. I'll give you $7 off. I'll give you 5 margaritas. They just want you to go get it so badly that they have sent me a million emails.
Yeah, if you put it in your cart, they will come after you hard. They will beg you to come and get it.
Yeah, I have. I've started responding to emails. I felt like that would be cathartic for me. It would help me out. And I don't know if I did the. I don't know. Just.
I'm getting. Are you guys getting a lot of political text messages?
No, I stopped them all.
I've been getting them. My number got somewhere because I've been getting just nonstop text messages from people asking me to vote for them.
Carmen, it's working. Carmen put Gio's number out everywhere.
Yep. That would be great.
Yeah. Listen, guys, better than my number.
Are you getting any calls from the mangroves?
No. But I always respond, I will never vote for you ever for texting me.
That's right, Gus Bilirakis. You're the number one violator. Gus Bilirakis sends more messages and calls you.
Yeah.
Gives you robocalls and all that. Gus Bilirakis, I will never vote for you. I don't care if you're like, I have discovered a way to have peace between Israel and Palestine. I will not vote for you. You've been taken right off of my radar. Anybody voting today in the primaries?
No.
Me either. Just putting that out there. Although I will take my son next week to register to vote.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if he even knows clearly who's running yet. Kids are stupid.
Did he do his? Well, I guess it's after 18.
18. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do the draft stuff and everything. Yeah.
That bothers me.
Yeah, especially at this point in time, it bothers you.
Yeah.
Before you're like, all right, if
I'm
something
telling you
happens,
right now.
whatever. But now it's like,
I got friends in Canada. I'll send that kid to Canada.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I kind of think he'd be a good soldier.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. He's in good shape, and he's got a mind that's young enough to mold. But I don't want him to do that. Just like I wonder if he's going to end up being a police officer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Yeah, it's we appreciate what they do, but I don't know whether you want your son or daughter to do that. That's got to be a scary situation. Dave's daughter is with the police, and very proud of her, and she does a great job. But
still,
you still have to be, it's not data entry. Data entry. You're not worried about people coming in and causing problems and stuff.
You know what I thought would be fun for me, and if I didn't have this job, I would love being a highway patrol officer.
Yeah,
just chasing people.
Well, yeah, but it's not just chasing people.
No, I mean that's the part that I'd like.
Yeah,
Mike, we need you to go do this. I go, no, I just chase people.
I've said a million times I'd love to be a detective.
A buddy of mine is a detective for Pasco County Sheriff, and he loves it.
Yeah, and detective doesn't seem like you're getting shot at a lot. Detective seems, and I may be completely wrong.
Figuring things out.
Yeah, more of the, cerebral, where you're just kind of figuring stuff out. You're not necessarily doing stops and doing that. Although, if you're a detective and you're like, we think it's this person, and you got to get them, and they're like, it is me, bang, 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 and shoot at you.
You just summed up a detective in one.
By the way, I am watching Presumed Innocent with Jake Gyllenhaal. That is a really good show.
Everybody says
I believe
great.
it's on Apple. It is a really, really solid show, and there's some good twists and stuff. And anybody else Chimp crazy?
I haven't watched it yet. No.
Anyone?
No.
Is it worth it?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Really?
Is it as crazy as Tiger King?
So it's good,
Yeah.
and it's getting there, and of course it's all this. I mean, the lady saying how the bond with the chimpanzee, it's like nothing else in her life. No human, not her kids, anything. Just all this different thing. Whatever. There's movie stars that are involved. There's breeders. There's all this different stuff, and at the end is the perfect twist where you go, I'm in. Here we go.
Tell me she bangs a chimp.
It's really good.
How many
I will
episodes
tell you, there is some interspecies
Oh, man.
boy.
Stuff.
situations.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's not even the twist.
Who's doing that? Give me a little.
With the peanut butter?
Get the banana.
Do you want me to tell you?
I mean, I kind of want.
Is there only one episode right now? Is that?
There's only one episode.
Yeah.
How many is there going to be?
I don't know. I mean, it's a docu-series, so I would imagine
3 or
8.
4 probably. Oh, 8.
Well, I don't know. We could look it up and see, whatever. Okay, spoiler. A little bit of a spoiler. It's not like a huge spoiler, but if you don't want to know Chimp Crazy right now, I'm going to give you a little something. So, la for
It's 4 parts.
a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
only 4 parts. Damn.
Chimp kissing.
Oh, Chimp kissing all the time.
Oh,
Chimp
my,
kissing
so
all-
you're
all
saying
right.
worse than that?
Chimp kissing all the time. No problem. Chimp.
Yeah, I'd kiss a chimp. I'd kiss a chimp.
Does she do stuff to the chimp?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's forced to the chimp.
No.
Oh.
She's blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
So it's not even the main lady. It's another lady who is one of the most famous chimp trainer.
I want to say something so bad.
No.
Show me. Show me with your chimp.
No,
hand.
no, I know it's wrong. I just want to scream this word out.
Oh.
Oh, remember yesterday?
Please don't.
All right. I'll try might grab some stuff.
You have a history. You have a history.
Yeah.
Writing it down.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to see it.
Wait.
I can't wait.
It's making me nervous. Joe's going to put it on Bo TV.
Yeah.
I want to say this so bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, that's what happens?
No, I just want to yell this word so bad.
Let me see.
That's not it though. Not what it is. All right, so I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
All right.
There is a woman who trains chimps, and there is chimp rescues and that type of stuff. And there was a baby chimp that was born premature, and it was probably going to die. She took it, tried to get it back to health. Was not.
I know what you're going to say. She had to breastfeed the chimp.
She just had a baby,
Oh, my God.
so she did what comes naturally.
Get on my teeth.
Her husband explains that I walked in the door. She's got Dallas on one booby and the chimp on the other booby.
Stop.
I know what in the hell are you doing?
I'm in.
She goes, I just did what came naturally.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I guess.
Wow.
I mean, she should be considered a hero. She saved the chimp.
Hey, to be clear, chimps have, I think, what is it, 98%
Yeah.
match of human DNA?
Wow.
They're the closest, you know.
Did it save the chimp?
It did.
Oh,
Okay.
It did.
See?
All right.
She's a hero.
I'm in for it.
And I got to tell you, so apparently chimps, I would say around 3 or 4 years old, where you go, okay, it's a wild animal. We can't have the chimp anymore. But up until that point, I mean, it's playing.
Adorable.
They're best friends. They're
Yeah.
playing and doing all this stuff and everything. Yeah, it's wild. Like, I would love to grow up with a chimp. You know what I mean?
And
For a few
also,
years.
also back to the breastfeeding, bodybuilders drink boob milk because
Oh yeah. Listen,
there's more
Carmen, there
nutrients and
is
stuff in
there is
it.
obviously nothing wrong with it, and even in this situation, it's weird, but it's not sexual,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but
Other animals
it is.
do this.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
surprised
definitely
she
weird.
wasn't worried that the chimp would just gnaw.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like I said, I think it's up until like 3 or 4 years old. They're very
Harmless.
baby-like and
Yeah.
At
docile
3 or
and-
4 years old, they go, wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm a chimp.
I got to
I'm
tell you,
very strong.
I got to tell you, they showed, obviously there's a bunch of different chimps in the thing, whatever, and they showed some that are just pure muscle walking around, and then do that, and they
Yeah.
have big fangs. You don't realize how chimps, they've got big, sharp teeth. Somebody realizes they have very sharp teeth
man.
in the documentary.
Oh, really?
Oh, I just want one to turn and go, no! like Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
It is
I'm going to
wild.
watch it today.
Yeah, because the chimp, it's very loving and happy and stuff and very playful, and they come right up to your face, and the chimp, the guy puts his face in the chimp, and they both go like that right into each other's mouth and stuff. Like, it's adorable,
Right.
but it's also a wild animal. You can't, it's a wild animal.
I wanted to get a monkey, and people were threatening to
Yeah.
stop listening to the show. They were like, I will no longer. Oh, Carmen, I I will no longer listen to the show if you get a monkey. And I went, shut up, stupid.
The little monkey that would open the Amazon packages on Instagram, that was fantastic.
John Senning killed that monkey.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's dead.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That monkey died. Anytime John Senning likes an animal from the internet, it dies. Yeah, seriously, if you have an animal that dies, don't let John Senning ever see it.
That monkey died out of nowhere, too.
Yeah.
I used to follow, and then one day the owner's like, we've got horrible news. And he was like crying and showing like pictures of the little monkey opening the Amazon packages.
Anthrax
John's
in one of
fault.
those packages.
Yeah. Monkeypox.
I don't know.
Don't order anthrax.
Detective, I have a thing that maybe you can help me out with.
Sure.
I bought a book on audible.com.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is. How do I listen to that? Does anybody know?
Go to your app.
No, there's no. You gotta go. I don't know. I'm so confused.
Would you order it on Amazon through Audible or
I don't
Audible?
really- I don't even
Well,
remember.
yeah, then thanks for a lot to go on. I would say go
You
to
didn't even order it.
go to audible.com. You
Yeah.
ordered the audiobook, is what you're saying. You
I
can't.
ordered the Michael Richards audiobook, and I don't know where it is or how to listen to it.
Yeah,
It said
so
I
it-
got an email that said, congratulations, you got it.
So
All
go to
right,
the
well, go to that email and
Yeah.
then follow the link that I'm sure they have on there.
Audible has an app, too. You get the
Yeah,
app and
they have
probably
an app.
put your information in. It's right there.
I don't know.
Probably
What
listen to
is
it for
she
free on
wearing?
Spotify.
What is she wearing
probably.
today?
Oh,
A moo
That is a moo right?
That looks like one.
Mm-hmm.
You're horrible, Joe.
What?
You're right, Joe. That was a moo.
I mean,
Don't let Gio steer you wrong.
it
Gotta
looked
bring
more
you
like a
down, Gio.
moo. What? Joe just wrote it down and split it to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Sorry, I got pappist.
Okay.
She's looking pretty thick in a good way. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
I
that.
wouldn't
You're
say
gonna
it.
get in
Yeah,
trouble
yeah.
again. Just stop.
I can't figure out why she doesn't like you.
By the way, Chimp Crazy is on HBO. If anybody's looking for that,
Oh, I'm
watch
watching it
Yeah,
today.
yeah. It is from the people that brought us Tiger. It's from the humans that brought us Tiger King.
Nice.
All right, time to check in with Galvin. He's got the news. What do we have today?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt's Shoes. I'm telling you right now, I was looking at some other Skechers. Don't sleep on the Skechers. Skechers.
Oh, now everybody likes Skechers.
I had Skechers for a long time. Don't
Yeah.
pretend like I'm jumping on your horse.
No. I'm just saying I wear Skechers. Everybody makes fun of me, but then
Because the doctor told you to.
doctor told me to get New Balance. not
Yeah,
Skechers. Thank you very much.
he prescribed you shoes.
Yeah.
Stolen valor.
But Peltz has all the different styles and brands you're looking for. And with back to school, the kids may need some new shoes. They also have the complimentary 3D foot scan that's going to give you an exact measurement. That way you know exactly what shoe is going to fit your nice little Tootsie there. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So stop into a Peltz Shoes today and make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
Can I give out a plug to
Sure.
Dr. Caloris?
Plug it. Yeah.
Who's a foot doctor, who's my father's foot doctor, and why I never wanted to go because I'm like, I'm not an old man. I don't need a foot doctor.
One letter away from being a gynecologist.
I had problems. This is something probably it's very common in the back of my heel, up and into the back of my my foot was so tight and it hurt so bad when I walked and not just stairs but just walk. It felt like I had never used my feet before. So I went to Dr. Caloris and he zapped me with this thing where it actually bangs into the back of my heel like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And he had to do it, and it just took forever. And they put this gel on, and they zapped the laser on it.
Sounds fine, Carmen.
It's yeah. It actually sounded. It didn't hurt, but it was kind of miserable. I had to do it, and he goes, "You got to do it 5 times." And he goes, and then it'll feel a little bit better. But then months later, it'll feel even better than that. I was like, all right, that didn't seem like it made sense. Like it should feel better now. God damn, if he wasn't right, 100%. I mean, I don't feel that pain anymore at all.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to tell you, and that was something where I was like, well, I guess I just have old feet now. That's just how it works.
So what did was it like scar tissue in there, cartilage or something, or what's
Bone spurs.
Yeah, something.
It was definitely
Carbuncles?
bone spurs. It was definitely bone spurs, and I guess
So they broke them up into a smaller, so it's not sharp and
It
stuff.
doesn't hurt at all anymore.
Interesting.
I used to be able to. I was like, oh, now nothing.
Well, one of the things that definitely helps with that is proper fitting shoes, because your feet control a lot of stuff. Feet up, you know what I mean? Which, by the way, I have some stuff coming up about feet stuff. Whether you do it or not.
Some people say head, shoulder, knees, and toes.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah. I've also heard head, neck, and face.
Whoa.
Yep,
Whoa.
that's a fact.
All different ones. Democrats opened their convention in Chicago last night by sending off Joe Biden. See you, Joe. Bye.
Just let him wander away.
And the president closed the night, which ran significantly behind schedule, with a handoff to Vice President Kamala Harris. Biden said choosing Harris as his running mate in 2020 was, quote, the best decision I made my whole career. She'll be a president our children can look up to. She'd be a president respected by world leaders because she already is. She'd be a president we can all be proud of, and she'd be a historic president who puts her stamp on America's future. Democrats attacked the GOP nominee over abortion rights. They highlighted the former president's legal troubles and questioned his morality, and they argued that his policy beliefs would benefit the wealthy while Harris would better serve working people.
She's going to be the next president.
I think so, man.
And I think so too, and I'm not
wild.
wishing it. I saw a guy driving a Rolls Royce yesterday, convertible, with a big giant thing on his car. It said Trump 2024. Have you seen it driving around?
Yeah.
It's black with orange writing on the side. Trump 2024. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Man.
I'm not, look, I am not voting for her. I'm just telling you, I think she's going to win.
It's the machine.
Yeah.
And also, I still haven't seen a lot of Donald Trump. It's like he fell off.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's still doing rally. He was doing a rally yesterday.
I know, but it's
But it's
not
the same
like it
old
was
stuff.
before
Yeah.
where,
They
I don't
had
know.
so much momentum from the assassination attempt, and
yeah.
the RNC, and they got the patch on the ear, and now it seems like that was 10 years ago.
But
What if he's
that's
like,
the
shoot
point?
me again?
Right. What if it's not his machine, but the other machine pushing him down?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it
know what I
certainly is. I mean, there's certainly that happens, whenever you Google stuff or try and find anything. And media, I mean, unless it's Fox News, everybody else is on Kamala Harris's side.
But wasn't Fox News bought out like a couple of years ago, and it's no longer run by right wing? I thought it was bought out by.
No, Murdoch still owns that.
Yeah.
By the way, did everybody see the woman from CNN that was on with Colbert? Did anybody
No.
see that?
Oh, yeah,
that
and they
clip? So it was a female news reporter from CNN, and Colbert was talking to her, and he goes, "Well, CNN is non-biased, and they report the news." And the audience started laughing.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Was that supposed to be a laugh break?" And he goes, "It wasn't, but I guess it is." Okay. Well, I mean, he was making a statement like being like he was honestly
Yeah.
saying, "Well, CNN's unbiased," and blah blah blah, and the audience exploded in laughter.
Yeah.
And that's like a liberal New York audience.
Yeah.
But I mean,
even they know.
Yeah, it's common sense. Also,
Yeah.
you watch one, you get one. You watch the other, you get the other.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
Caitlin Collins was the girl from CNN.
yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. Dude, I watched some of this last night. I saw some of the clips. And obviously, Trump's going to get the biggest pop at the RNC. She's going to get the crowd going at the DNC. But they were just jumping, going crazy. It was like Stone Cold Steve Austin just walked into the arena.
But
we
have you-
had Kid Rock come out and Hulk Hogan rip his shirt off. So there's nothing more embarrassing
Seeing
than
the
that.
crowd jump and go like that crazy from somebody from over somebody that they all hated like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, she was one of the most unpopular Democrats
Didn't
in
get
the party.
one vote in the presidential campaign. Like she didn't get one thing.
You were talking about
I-
something funny about the CNN, and I saw Twitter last night. Fox News took a picture of the DNC, and it said poor attendance at the DNC. I'm like, the place looks packed.
Oh, it was crazy. They're playing the Beyonce song when she comes out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
But I did see a thing that was showing like every state that she was in, there were like flyers or posts out for actors or people to come.
A lot of those are fake.
Yeah, I mean, but they come up every place she goes to.
Yeah.
And it's empty, and then all
They
of a sudden,
bust people in from everywhere.
The most
Right.
crazy thing is that there's people up in the villages, old white people for Kamala Harris. Like I never thought they would turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know where it's not insane that they're not voting for Trump. It's insane that nobody liked Harris before, like you said, and now they're all like, she's in
the best option.
Yeah.
It also shows that like how much nobody liked Biden.
Yeah.
They'll take anything. Any other option is going to be. It's just like the hype machine is insane.
Mo is keeping us safe, guys. Thanks, Mo. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Mo.
it.
Thanks, Mo.
The future's here. Facial recognition. A woman was arrested after the TSA's facial recognition devices detected a passenger trying to use someone else's ID and boarding pass at Tampa International Airport. A transportation security officer was working the airside A when Brittany Lynn Anderson, 38 years old of Tampa, inserted a driver's license into the credential authentication technology machine. The machine flagged a mismatch, leading to a manual inspection by the officer. Anderson allegedly showed an officer an ID and a Spirit airline boarding pass that belonged to someone else. She allegedly told the officer, quote, she was going through some rough times, and that's why she looked different on the ID. Anderson was arrested on a charge of criminal use of personal identification information, according to police.
You know, I have butthole eyes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
And my facial recognition for my iPhone won't work unless I open up my butthole eyes. Sometimes like, I'll look at it and it'll stall, and I'll go, and then it'll work.
I've had that in the morning, where like in the morning you wake up and you're all groggy and you got to look at your phone and it doesn't do it, and then you're like, all right, open my eyes a little bit more.
I've had it in mid-afternoon.
Former NFL player Gosder Cherilus was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct after allegedly drunkenly hitting one man and urinating on another passenger during a flight from Boston to Dublin, Massachusetts, according to police. The 40-year-old Cherilus, a first-round pick for the Detroit Lions in 2008, who also played for the Colts and the Buccaneers, was arrested early Sunday after the Delta Airlines flight returned to Logan International Airport. According to the police report, he appeared drunk when he boarded the plane, allegedly argued with the flight crew about his seat, and an hour into the flight, urinated on an elderly female passenger.
Oh, I would go nuts.
He then Then he hit another passenger and took that passenger's seat before passing out. The Boston Globe said Cherilus was arraigned on Monday in East Boston District Court.
For some reason, I got it in. I don't know, because I'm obsessed with The Godfather. I was watching an interview with Marlon Brando. And it was Marlon Brando on the Dick Cavett show, and it was after he had been on the Academy Awards when he sent the American Indian, the Native American woman up there. So he was mostly talking about that stuff, but what a weird character he was. Well, then I found out there was another interview with Marlon Brando from the Tonight Show, with Johnny Carson show, but it was back in black and white. Like, it was a long time ago. Marlon Brando had white hair, you know. So Brando came out and he's like, welcome back to the show. And he goes, well, I don't remember the first time I was on the show. And they said, why? And evidently they had like the Jimmy Kimmel thing where they had a green room.
Drinking, yeah.
And he said, I got so sloshed back there when I came out. And Carson goes, no, you saw the lights and the lights attracted you. He goes, no, I was hammered. Like, I was drunk as hell when I came out.
I got to tell you, that was some good old TV whenever like Sinatra and Dean Martin and those guys would be on there and they'd just be boozing it up and having a blast. And Rickles, whenever Johnny Carson, something happened with Rickles, and Rickles was filming Sharky, whatever. And he went over there and did the whole thing and stuff. That was funny. That was good.
I watched the thing the other night at the Tonight Show that Sinatra was on, and Rickles comes out at the end and comes out and kisses his ring and all that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. This is some sad news.
Can I tell you, I saw a movie years and years ago. Like, you know how Ready Player One, where they would be able to talk to the computer, and I remember there was a movie where somebody would walk into, it was set in the future, and somebody would walk into the library, and the library would be like, a robot or a machine would be like, can I help you? And it'd be like, I'm looking for information on the ancient Greeks. And it would say the ancient Greeks were a civilization. And I thought, man, what if we had that technology? And now we're here. Now we're living right in the middle. Like I thought yesterday, I want to watch old Marlon Brando video interviews, and I was able to pull up 5 of them in 5 minutes.
Did you pull up the one with him and Larry King?
Yeah. Oh, that was awful.
Was the movie Logan's Run, Michael?
No, it was a pretty recent movie, like it's maybe in the 90s.
Okay.
But it was set in the future, and you walked into
Bill
this
and Ted?
library. What was it?
Bill and Ted.
No. You walked into a library and you would just go up to the. There was like a podium.
I
there.
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I can't remember what it was.
Remember when we would have like encyclopedias in the house? Like,
Oh, yeah. We
my
had a full
parents
set.
ordered like a whole encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah,
and
it's
if I wanted, I had to write a paper on diabetes, and I had to go
Look
read
it
up
up.
on diabetes,
Yeah.
and that's all I had was those 6 paragraphs in the Encyclopedia Britannica,
Yeah.
and then you had to plagiarize that to make it your own report. I do not miss school. I do not miss doing
Was
papers.
it the Time Machine?
Who was in the time machine? What
H.G.
was it?
Wells.
Oh, that was a
Guy
great
Pearce?
movie. Wasn't that?
No, but
that
it was
a great movie.
the 2002 one. Yeah, I think
Michael J. Fox.
No, this was.
because it was Orlando Jones. Was it Orlando Jones that he was talking to in the library?
Yes.
Yeah, Time Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
That is what I'm thinking
But it's
about.
Guy Pearce. It was the 2002 one, so it was the remake and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that too.
And they would just answer him on it. And I thought, wow, what if we had that technology? And then I go, that'd be interesting. Hey, Siri, call him. That's great.
Yeah. This is some sad news and some weird news because the odds of this happening are so crazy. But a teen who was struck by lightning last month in St. Petersburg has died, according to the Pinellas County Medical Examiner. Ashley King, who was 16 years old, died at a hospital from injuries sustained on July 25th when lightning struck a popular banyan tree. 3 other teens were under the tree at the time, but this girl died. Yeah.
That's awful. You don't go under a tree.
But also to be struck by lightning. The odds
I know,
of you
but
getting struck by
what do they
lightning.
tell you when there's lightning? Don't go under a tree.
Yeah.
I feel like I almost got struck by lightning a couple weeks ago. In my
Here?
I was sitting on my back porch, and out of nowhere, it was the loudest crash I've ever heard from thunder.
Yeah.
And I felt like almost like a heat, like a
Yeah.
compression.
Oh.
Like I felt like
yeah.
the
You
air
still sit on your back
compressed.
porch?
Yeah.
Even though you had to sleep on there and you were tortured by
I
it?
was sitting out there with the dog.
He
drinking-
owns it now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
his. You know what I mean? Like he took back the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always has a
drinking?
fan.
Yeah, get a beer, sit out there with the dog. Look at the. I got nothing behind me but a preserve.
He took a negative, turned it into a positive.
But I literally felt the air like compress,
yeah.
and I felt heat.
Yeah.
And it was the loudest like sound I've ever heard in my life.
But that's the thing too. You were saying about if there's lightning, don't go under a tree. But also, it's Florida, so lightning can come out of nowhere.
yeah,
It doesn't-
yeah.
You know, you could just be under the tree and then all of a sudden lightning. So.
I thought I was dead. It scared the hell out of me.
So you grab a beer and you and the dogs just go sit out there and stare at nature.
yeah.
I
Listen
don't
to-
have that in me at all.
You listen to music,
Watch the sunset.
And then what do you on your phone?
Nah, not really.
You just stare into the space.
Yeah, it's get away from the phone
I
and
have
the
none
internet.
of that in me.
You have one dog or 2 dogs?
One dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't.
He loves it out there.
The
He loves
only
outside.
time I ever go outside with the dogs and hang out backside is when it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And I light a little fire in the fire pit, but I still watch TV.
I've got the fire too.
But I'm watching TV. I just sit out there and watch the news.
Yeah, no. I like to like decompress, get away from.
You're
things.
just out there going sipping on.
Yeah.
Do you say to the dogs, remember when we had to be out here?
No.
My dog, there's so many smells outside that he goes nuts. He loves it. But I just sit out there, drink a beer, maybe put some music on.
All right.
Tell me you're a sad weirdo without telling me you're a sad
No,
weirdo.
it's
I like
the
it.
opposite. I'm very happy in
Yeah,
that moment.
whatever you say.
You're a happy weirdo.
Yeah.
All right.
My dogs do this thing where they run around the pool and almost fall in every time. Every time until a paw comes back wet. I'm like, you're just going to fall in eventually.
Do you remember Cooper, the dog that I had, the little
Yeah.
Jack Russell? So he had never seen a swimming pool, you know, and we were up at my brother's house and we were on the other side of the swimming pool. It was a dog that somebody at the radio station, actually, the person called and I found this dog. So they took it home. Cats didn't like the dog, whatever. And he was like, do you know anybody who wants a dog? And I'm like, actually, I do. So I wound up adopting the dog. But we were sitting on the other side of the pool, and Cooper comes running, and he goes, do, splash right in. Had no idea that the surface was going to change. And I'm like, what are you doing? I scooped him up. It was wild.
Can I ask you this?
Huh.
Will you be getting a new dog?
So I had a discussion with my wife yesterday. I go, I'm not ready,
Yeah.
but what do you think about eventually? And she got this big smile, and I go, oh my God, she's so excited about it. I go, getting another dog. And she goes, I thought you were going to say cat. I go, what would make if you ever think I would say cat, I go, no.
Did you just meet me?
Yeah, I go, I've told you the only way we're getting cats is if I win the Powerball and we have a separate house that has cats. Yeah, like a barn
cat
or
house.
something, whatever. I go, and you have the barn, have as many cats out in the barn. You go out in the barn.
Aren't you allergic too?
I'm totally allergic.
Yeah.
She doesn't believe I'm allergic. She doesn't believe I'm allergic. I was out of town one time and they brought a cat over to my house. I came home, my eyes swelled up, and I go, what is going on? This and that. And she's got this dumb look on her face. And I go, did you have a cat in here? Yeah. And I go, yeah, I'm allergic.
You know why they don't believe you is because Pete's a liar. Pete told me all these years that he was
cat.
Pete is a cat, but Pete told me all these years that he was allergic to shellfish. And then one day I saw him eating lobster, and I go, "Oh, don't you gonna?" He goes, "Oh, I'm not allergic." I go, "But you?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm just sick of people offering me." Well, you don't eat shrimp. You don't like shrimp. You don't like lobster.
Offering him that much shrimp?
Yeah. So he just lied the whole time.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to get another German Shepherd. My wife does not agree. They shed a lot and all this and that. And I go, look up dogs that don't shed. There was a list of 20 of them. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan. So I don't know. We're working it out. We're figuring out what it's going to be. Obviously, I'll adopt and, find out which one. She goes, you fall in love with dogs every day. And I go, yeah, I know.
That's what I was thinking to say, because you're always at the dog place. Eventually, one will be the one.
Oh, sure. There's only been, I think, 2 times while I had my 2 dogs that I called my wife and I said, what do you think about 3 dogs?
Mm-hmm.
There's been 2. I love every dog. I, would love to take care of every dog and do all that. But then there's certain ones that hit you and you're like, yeah, this might be a good addition, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Which, by the way, I would like to point out, Humane Society of Tampa Bay, now through September 10th, they're waiving the adoption fees.
Waiving the fee.
Yeah, so clear the shelter. They're waiving the fees for any dog, I believe, that's 3 years or older. Or 3 months or older. You got to find out. Make sure.
Call the shelter.
Yeah, but go in there. Adopt a dog. All
That's where you
pets,
get-
by the way. All pets, not just dogs.
What else do they have?
Oh, they have
Any
rabbits.
chimps?
They have ferrets. They have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were donkeys out there before. Yeah, they got all kind of
I'd
stuff.
love to have a ferret, even though I heard they stink.
Well,
yeah,
you
they
can
got like a weird kind of smell to them.
You can get that. There's a gland that you can get removed from them, and it reduces the smell.
My gland or their
significantly.
gland?
Their gland. Their gland. Yeah. I had a ferret when I was growing up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I like
Pinky.
little ferrets.
Yeah, they're a blast, but
You know
they
what-
hide all your stuff.
You know what I really want, but you can't have, is an otter.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, otters, yeah, for sure. I would
Did
love
you
to.
see on the? It's on.
Yeah.
It's been a few. Ever since we said lightning.
Yeah.
The Omega thing on the TV.
I haven't done
They
it.
have a whole thing of webcams from around the world.
Oh, really?
And they have an otter cam.
Oh, I've
And it's
seen
just
some of
otters.
those. I've seen some of those webcams. I have to put in my adult code for it.
Different.
Is that the same? Oh.
Just otters swimming
The
backwards.
one
and
where
forth.
they stick their hands out the little hole and people hand them
That's
stuff.
the best.
So the other day I went to one. There's a place called Grouse Mountain in Vancouver that I went to, and they have bears up there, and they have cameras on the bear cams, but there's nothing. You never see them. Then they had one that said bear cam, and it was just like a little stream, a waterfall kind of stream thing. And I go to it all the time, nothing. The other day I went to show it to Juliana, and there were 2 bears. They were trying to catch the salmon as they were coming up. We watched it for a half hour.
Ah, that's great.
They're up there and they're waiting, and then the salmon come and they try to grab the salmon. Oh, it was awesome.
I would check that out for sure. So here's the information. Right now at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay, all adoption fees through September 10th for pets that are 3 months or old or 3 months old or older are being waived.
Perfect.
Yeah, so clear the shelter. Let's do it.
Clear it out. What if we had a show dog?
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love it.
My wife would be so mad.
She loves dogs.
We saw a miniature doodle the other day, and I thought, that's not even a full dog. That's a half a dog. We can get one of those.
Yeah.
My dog's tiny. I love it.
Yeah.
Those tiny dogs scare me because I feel like I would step on it.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law has a toy poodle, and I think it's smaller than a toy poodle. It's like the smallest. I think it weighs 3 pounds.
Yeah.
And then also a teacup Yorkie, which is what you have, right?
No, I don't. He's just a regular Yorkie.
Regular
And
Yorkie?
I don't think he's not a full breed, so he's bigger than most Yorkies. Like he's
yeah.
taller.
What's his name?
Cooper.
Oh, you got a Cooper too.
Yeah.
Cooper's a good dog name.
You name it after John Cooper?
No. My daughter named it. I have no idea why.
Okay.
Probably knew my Cooper. A 36-year-old man in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, named Joshua Kim, freaked out at a candy store called Sugar Life because they would not accept returns.
You can't give a half-lit candy back.
Who's returning candy? The store says they make their return policy clear when you check out, although it's probably common sense that most people don't want to buy candy that someone else took home and then returned later.
Yeah.
What'd you do with it? Joshua did not understand this at all, so he got heated, pulled out his gun, and threatened to, quote, put a chunk in their heads.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was arrested. Yeah. You're not allowed to do that.
You got to send a message.
That's a new one, though. I'm going to put a chunk in your head.
Gonna put a chunk in your head. A chocolate chunk? Candy store.
Return it.
I have a hot or not for you guys.
All right.
It is local. A 21-year-old woman in Clearwater named Nakia Davis was arrested last week after she attacked her sister with what? What do you think she attacked her sister with? Scissors. Scissors.
Yeah.
No?
Pizza rolls.
Oh my God, you're so close.
Oh, I knew it.
Ravioli.
Oh.
Yeah. It was ravioli. Actual ravioli. The sisters were arguing. Nakia was mad because her sister brought home some food, but wasn't sharing it with her. She was all fired up, and she grabbed a plate of raviolis and threw it at her sister. The police were called, and when they showed up, the sister still had sauce from the raviolis on her. Nakia admitted throwing the pasta and was charged with domestic battery, which is a misdemeanor. She is 21 years old. Her name is Nakia Davis. She is from Clearwater, and she's throwing raviolis. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Hot. I'll tell you why. Fat girls don't throw food; they eat it.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to waste it.
Nope, she did not want to waste it.
Gio, hot or not?
Nakia, 21, Clearwater. Ravioli, not a good weapon of choice. I'm going to say not hot.
Not hot. All right. Spanish?
The ravioli ruckus of 2024 is hot. She's definitely hot.
And Carmen, what do you got?
Oh, I'm going to go hot. Yeah, I side with Mike.
All right. 3 of you say hot. Gio says ravioli not hot. Pap, show the ravioli.
Yep.
Not hot.
Get out of here.
Listen,
Not horrible.
not terrible. Not
the
hot.
game.
For the game.
Check her
For the game,
Instagram. I bet
not
she's
hot.
Yeah.
Check the game. I bet she's hot. Or check her Instagram.
Yeah.
She's hot.
I'd eat ravioli with her.
Yeah, I think for the game, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Guys?
game, you say hot?
For the
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
I'm never banging this game. I
Got the
can tell you
nose
that.
ring and everything. dude.
All right.
She does have that little bull ring.
We'll put it up on social media. See what everybody says. By the way, I love the comments whenever we put up. People argue with each other and do the whole thing with her, and then a lot of guys will let me know that they would definitely bang her.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I can. I don't know. I guess
should
reach
write
out.
this
and
She's
try and
local. Pass that along.
Connect and see what happens.
My favorite is not hot, but still hotter than Carmen.
Oh,
Wait.
People are jerks. man.
Why?
People are jerks.
I told you that in confidence.
You're the jerk.
Never say that.
a new poll. People were asked, "Do you wash your feet in the shower or bath or whatever you're doing? Do you wash your feet?"
Kinda.
Yes.
What is kinda? You let soapy water run
Yeah.
down your body?
No, I have a squirt soap
Yeah.
in the shower,
Uh-huh.
and I'll squirt some on my feet and then rub my feet together
Okay.
because my toes.
What are you
I
laying
don't-
on your back? What are you doing?
No, I'm sitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have
Cloudy toenail.
no, my cause thanks to Dr. Cloris, my toenail's clearing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
But I have my toes in between my toes will get smelly if I don't
Sure.
get in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I don't
Yeah.
clean in there.
Understandable. Yeah.
Some lint.
Gio, you washing the feet? What are you doing? You just letting it roll down?
No, you wash them.
What are you doing? Washcloth, hand, bar of
washcloth.
soap,
Washcloth. Yeah. A little bit of soap, a little body wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spanish.
I use a loofah, but I probably only do it like once a week.
You loofah.
I just
Carmen,
use that.
I imagine you're in the tub and you're doing a lot of feet washing.
I do
Do
not.
you? I imagine she got the stinkiest feet out of all of
Oh
us.
my God.
Yeah,
what
I
is
agree.
wrong-
Your toes smell like Fritos and French fries.
Ooh.
Not true. But I saw a study that says you don't need to physically wash your feet.
If you want them to smell like Fritos.
No, like the soap that runs down washes your feet well enough.
Someone's got some stinky toes.
I am letting you know right now, and this is not a competition, but if it is, I win because I use one of those big scrubbing brushes.
Yeah.
I use that on my feet.
You get in the crevices.
I put the body wash stuff on it, and I'm going to town.
But
yeah.
you run.
That's the big thing is because I will come home and my feet are covered with dirt because it goes in through my socks and shoes and stuff. So yeah, it's
And
very-
I think the opposite way. I wear flip flops a lot, so I'm like, I know that my toes get dirty.
yeah,
So
yeah. But I'm scrubbing all the time, and I think your feet have a lot to do with your general health as well.
Yeah.
So Joe, how are you? How are your feet?
They're fantastic.
They're made of wood.
I have very nice feet. But yes, I do wash them every time in there.
I would imagine you and Spanish are in the tub and you wash each other's feet.
Always. Yeah.
Do you guys use the same loofah?
No, we do not.
Yeah, we're men.
Same toothbrush.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So 60% of people said yes, they make a point to actually wash their feet. 37% said no, they just let the water run on them. A few other were torn. They said not every time, but yes. So kind of like what you said, Spanish. So. Take care of your feet.
It tickles too much. I don't like it.
Take care of your feet.
I saw on Amazon they make the brush pads that go on the ground. You kind of just rub your foot in it.
Well, remember we had the guy on that did the thing from QVC, whatever. Yeah. It was the foot car wash thing, whatever. Where it was like a sandal that had the brush thing in there. I love that, man. That was great. But you can. I had one a long time ago. I don't know if I can get another one. I should buy one of those. Yeah. We were talking about dogs. This seems like an odd number to me, so I'll put it out to you guys and see what the percentage you think is.
All right.
What percent of dog owners say that their dog is allowed to lick their face?
Oh, I mean, that just comes with the territory, I think.
Percentage?
Yeah. So
I don't love it when my dog licks my face because they're big, wet tongues, but I'm not mad at it.
But what would you say the percentage of dog owners? How many say, my dog licks my face?
80, yeah.
80, 83, we're in the 80s.
60%.
60%.
75.
70, Carmen?
I would say like 34.
Oh.
Low. I think it's low.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, not that low. 56% of dog owners say it's their dog's allowed to lick their face. Yeah, just a little over half. I'm not only does it come with the territory, I invite it.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I'm not going to be like, don't get it. I'm pushing the dog away. I'm like, all right, with your big wet tongue.
If I meet your dog, first off, I'm asking if I can pet your dog. I always ask. You should always ask. And you get a general sense of the dog. You don't want to put your face down right away immediately.
I know, I always do that little kid. I go, can I pet your dog?
Yeah, 100%. But then, if the dog licks me, I'm like, dog loves me.
Yeah. It's where they're licking their BH 30 seconds early.
That's right. That's the thing is, I didn't. Now that we have 3 dogs at the house, I didn't know how often they eat each other's poo, and now that I've seen it, yeah.
Oh, you got a bad dog.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Yeah, if your dogs are eating other poo, whatever, there's a diet deficiency.
Well, I've only seen it once.
Yeah,
and because I've seen it now, and I see other people's dogs, I'm like, I don't know when the last time that happened.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
Also, where is this happening?
In the
Pants Island.
Yeah.
I know where.
In the backyard.
In the backyard.
Yeah, it doesn't mine won't even go near the other one's poop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They get in there.
Yeah,
they walk by and they look at it like they're angry about it.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be eating their own poop or other poop.
Well, I've only seen it once, and it was
shocking.
Take care of it.
I mean, it made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. It made me laugh. Yeah, I giggled a lot.
No, you're not supposed to encourage that.
I mean, I didn't encourage it. It wasn't like I said, "Good dog." I was like,
I feel like you are.
Nah, I mean,
You're celebrating.
maybe a
Straight
little
from
bit.
the top.
I was.
Let's go.
I did. That's why I did say that. I said, "Good for you."
My dogs are full on lesbians.
Wow.
You want to talk about sniffing each other's BHs?
Get in there.
Whoa.
I go, move it, lesbians.
Yeah. I like Jenkins will lick the inside of Stella's mouth. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
They're cleaning their teeth.
It's
and
the cutest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
So dogs eating poop means they're missing nutrients.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you may want to check into.
I'll check the poop.
Yeah.
No, what do you guys are feeding them?
Oh.
Taste it. and
Yeah.
see.
Just wanted to get a little.
Today is National Radio Day.
I saw that.
I like that. Yay.
Let me take up a picture of me with a microphone
and
wearing
headphones. And one hand on my cans.
Yeah.
Nobody sent us a pizza. Nobody sent us a pizza.
But you know what else it is?
Uh-oh.
National Radio Day, and it's also National Bacon Lovers Day.
Well, they go together.
Yeah. You can put a little bacon on your pizza.
I'm gonna hold bacon in my photo of my
Be like it's a microphone. The bacon be like, I'm on the radio and I have bacon.
I'm somewhere in the middle of, if you're taking a press photo for radio, don't be in front of the microphone with headphones, but also don't also be in a throne. You know what I mean? Make your. I mean, what's the proper picture?
Folded arms is the
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
Sunglasses, folded arms.
Yeah.
folded arms is the radio picture.
What do you have as your background? Like just a blank
Call
wall?
letters.
Yeah.
Like our photo that we have, I am doing kind of annoyed face at Spanish.
Yeah.
Which portrays my personality.
But sometimes they break us apart, so you just look annoyed without me being
That's
there.
fine.
All right.
Most of the time I am.
We all know.
I don't even know
We
that.
all know.
Isn't that a Christmas card picture?
You add to it. No. The one that we have, like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's
The
been
one
so long.
that we took in like 2013.
Carmen's
Yeah.
wearing like the striped top.
Yeah.
I have a Queen
Oh,
shirt on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we-
Spanish
Christmas.
is doing
No,
that.
Yeah.
that's our show photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's on the bone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We removed Rob from it, but he was in it. That's our show photo.
It's got young
man.
Carmen in there.
Yeah.
We got to take new pictures.
It got
Yeah.
Gio's not even in
everyone's
there.
younger in that picture, you idiot.
Oh.
You're not even in it.
I prefer not to be.
Yeah. Everyone does.
Oh yeah.
You got the jacket over the t-shirt.
Yeah.
And we got to do something.
the Mike Calta
sort of-
look.
I said you look good in the picture.
I
I'm
need
a
you guys
bad guy.
to I need
You
to shut
don't
up. I need
control this show.
You shut your
There's
mouth.
nothing I can.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
I'm sorry. Did you say?
This hour's keyword is rock. Head to 1025 The Bone app now and enter rock, R-O-C-K. Before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours.
And you should buy us a pizza because it's radio day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice.
Put some bacon on it. Yeah. Let's do it.
Who is your favorite top 3 favorite radio broadcaster?
Jonathan Brandmeier, who was on The Loop in Chicago,
Yeah.
who I grew up
I've
with.
never heard, but I know all about him.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He was great. Probably listening to it now, I would cringe. But when I was a young teen and listening, he was the funniest thing, and he was great. And, on The Loop in Chicago, you got to be doing something right, and he was there for a long time. So Jonathan Brandmeier, definitely Howard Stern earlier. Now it's not as good as it was, obviously.
Right.
And then I would go Ron and Ron. Ron and Ron I used to listen to. They were up in Pensacola. I mean, obviously they were out of here, but they were syndicated, and they were up in Pensacola. And it was when I was working in the nightclub business, and I would catch the beginning of their show on my way home because I would be done with the nightclub in the morning, and then I would get home and put a tape in and record the rest of their show.
Yeah, I've done that.
And listen to it later on. Yeah, they were great.
Spanish, I assume it's Footy and the Chicks.
No, Michael, number one, easily you. Number one on top of that
Stop it.
list. Footy and the Chicks at 6, because I listened to them far too long. Then Ron from Paul and Young Ron.
Oh, Ron.
Or Paul.
Not Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron didn't
Yeah.
much. He died, I heard.
Yeah.
Ron. I mean, Paul. No, Ron.
Yeah.
Young Ron died?
Young Ron
Yeah.
wasn't very young.
Oh, no.
That was the whole joke.
When they used to be on 94.9 Zeta.
Yeah, that was what I listened to.
Yeah.
Gio?
Delilah for sure.
Stop it.
Oh, come on.
Early Howard, obviously. I love Phil Hendry.
I didn't like Phil Hendry.
I
thought what he did was amazing, but I didn't like him.
His prank calls and stuff, to me, I thought that when I heard that, I knew how it was brilliant at the time.
Yeah.
When I was a fan of his and listened, I was like, oh my God, what a great idea that is. Just make, you've got no calls, so just make up your own calls.
Yeah, that was...
Nobody had done that.
No, the first time when he started doing it, for those of you who don't know, Phil Hendry is a radio talk show host. And he would do this thing where he'd manipulate the phone lines where he would be the caller and the host. So he'd go, let's go to Bill in Miami. Bill. And he's like, yeah. And it'd be through a phone line so you wouldn't know. And then he'd talk to himself and you're like, and after a while, after a couple months, you figure out that he's talking to himself, right? Then you don't realize that Bill and Phil are talking, and then they talk to Mary, and he's also married.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize that he did so many voices.
And he did the voices really well where you couldn't tell that wasn't a lady, and you could not tell that it was him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he really had it down pat. Where, if I'm doing this and then I go, hello, you can go, okay, that's Calvin doing a funny voice. But his, it was like you couldn't even tell that it was the same person.
He did a bit one time. This is when I caught on. He did a bit one time where there was a football strike. No, it may have been a baseball strike. It was a baseball strike, and Wayne Huizenga owned the Marlins. And people were bought their season tickets, and they were angry because there was no season. So they had on the director of communications for the Marlins was on Phil Hendry's show, and he was going to explain what you would do if you bought season tickets. So I'm listening to it. Like everybody, it was a big story. And he said one of the options would be to go to Wayne Huizinga's mansion and do chores. All right, and I went, they can't be serious. Why would you want to go? And then he's carrying on and on. I go, oh, this is a bit. He's talking to a fake. Like I didn't realize.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
And then I called in and I was like, hey, I just called the Marlins. I'm doing laundry on Tuesday. He's like, great. He's like, wow, you got laundry? He's like, I asked for pool, but it was already taken. He's like, well, pool's gone, laundry's gone. Like I was like, I get it now. I finally get it. Carmen, do you have favorite radio people? Kayla can't be one of them.
Yeah, no, I don't really listen. Like whenever I'm in the car, I'm a radio skipper.
Yeah.
Like when it goes to commercial.
What about when you were young and lived in Michigan?
I can't really remember, but I can tell you my brother who lives in Michigan, he actually started listening to our show because he said it's between us or Dave and Chuck. And that's like all I can remember from Detroit, you know.
All right. Joe?
Dr. Johnny Fever, Dr. Fraser Crane, and Robin Williams from Good Morning Vietnam. Or that sexy
Adrian
lady from the Warriors. You remember that sexy DJ lady from the Warriors?
The Warriors have made it across Central Park.
That's right.
Yeah. Listen up, all you.
Oh, man. Well, happy National Radio Day.
Who's yours?
Oh, I did Howard and Ron Aron and Neil Rogers.
I would also put right there at number 4, Bruce Williams. I used to love Bruce Williams.
Dude, you've not seen radio until you've seen Bruce Williams do it live.
Bruce Williams seemed like he was always the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, I don't know that he was, though.
Yeah, but I mean, the way he came across and the way he would get frustrated. Did you ever listen? You know, who Bruce Williams was? He was an attorney, and he would talk to people about different situations. And, you know, if you're going to buy a house, I don't know how many times I have to tell you people, if you don't have a real estate attorney, don't buy a house. What are you doing? It's ridiculous. And he would get so frustrated at people. And he goes, I tell you so many times, but he just had a great voice, and he was just always very matter of fact about financial things and all the different stuff. My dad would listen to him, so I would hear him, and I would be like, this guy's great.
Every once in a while, he would do the show from the studio, and because he did it from his house, and he lived in Newport Richie, and you could hear his dog snoring in the background when he did it from his house. Sometimes you hear in the background, but he would do it from the studio, and this is a guy on a international radio show taking phone calls from around the world.
Right, which is crazy. I'm not saying it because I knew he was local or anything.
No,
he was down here in Newport Richie. I was in Illinois.
Right.
Yeah. I had no idea, you know.
Here he is sitting here taking phone calls from around the world. And I was like, wanted to see what he was doing. And I'd walk by and I'd look in the window. He's playing solitaire with cards by himself. And he'd be playing and playing. And
not on the computer, actual
Not on
cards.
the computer. Actual cards laid out on the desk in front of him as he's talking to people and giving them financial advice. And then I remember I walked by and I looked in the window and he went like this to the card. He looked at me and he gave me a little head nod. And I gave him a head nod. And I went, he's just sitting there playing solitaire. It's hilarious. Yeah, that's talent when you don't even have to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah. 15 when I was like 15, 16 years old, the reason I wanted to get in radio because I thought that Ricker that did nights on 98 Rock, to me at that time, he sounded like the coolest person on the planet because he was hooking up with chicks.
Oh yeah,
he was prank calling people. He was going to the club after he was
living that life.
Yeah, he would talk about as soon as he was leaving the studio, he was going to clubs to hang out and look for chicks, and then he's playing rock music. I'm like, this guy's got the best job on the face of the planet.
Ricker had like longer hair, and he was older. Like he was probably 15 years older than everybody else, but he kind of looked younger, so he get back.
The voice and the delivery was just like it stuck out. I'm like, this guy's got to be so cool. I bet it's so awesome to hang out with him.
Hell yeah, and he had his own little posse of Spanishes around him. Awesome. And he used to do some good bits. He did Chinese pizza. And he did what was the other one? The burrito one.
Yeah, there was
Irish enchilada. Irish enchilada.
Ankles behind your ears.
He had a good gimmick, Ricker.
By the way, Irish enchilada is what I call my.
But when I'm like 15, I'm 16. This guy's amazing. You know, this is what I want to do.
This is how old I am. You were 15, 16. I was in the building working with him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We talked about this yesterday. It was breaking news when it happened. Talk show pioneer Phil Donahue died. He actually died on Sunday. He was 88 years old. His show went national in 1970 and ran until 1996. Oprah Winfrey says she would not have existed if Phil hadn't paved the way.
Raise your hand if you were ever a studio audience member at the Phil Donahue show. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did he come over and dive across everybody and put a microphone in your face?
I have right behind me in my little scrapbook an autograph of Phil Donahue's.
Yeah?
I just realized it.
Oh, it just went up 30 cents.
Yeah. Married to?
Married to, what's her name?
Sally Donahue.
That girl. What is her name?
Marlo Thomas.
Marlo Thomas, yeah.
Marla Hooch.
Michael Madsen, the actor from Kill Bill and Reservoir Dogs and a bunch of other great stuff, has been arrested for domestic violence.
No one's surprised.
No.
Michael Madsen's one of those guys like Tom Sizemore was, but when they get in trouble, nobody was.
No.
Is the Hawk Tua girl here to stay? Well, you can ask her when she comes to town. She's coming to St. Petersburg. Haley Hawktua Welch will make her special evening appearance on Friday, August 30th at Country Bar, Welcome to the Farm, also known as WTF.
What is Welcome to the Farm?
WTF, the bar.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It is
Downtown St. Pete.
Country Bar, yeah.
What does that cost?
To have her be
Yeah.
there, I would imagine probably around 10 grand.
What?
Yeah.
I'd even
Depending
go
on
with
how
more.
hot she is,
They said the Hard Rock paid her 30. That first appearance she made.
Hard Rock's got money in their buttholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. But this bar that I don't know anything about the bar, but I mean 10 grand.
It's gonna be packed.
But
It's probably gonna be packed either way. It's a new bar.
Depending on how it is. So if you spend 10 grand and then the cover charge is normally $5, $7 to get in or something to do a cover. You do a special, you do a $15 cover charge. You're making that money back. Plus the people at the bar, nobody's coming in and not buying drinks and stuff. So
Who is paying $15 to see the Hawk Tua girl?
a lot of people. A lot of dumb
She's a superstar.
21, 22-year-olds that are, Can you imagine having a picture of you and Hawktua on your social media?
Yeah.
I would take it.
Well,
I
but
would.
that's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
put that up.
So think about all the 21 and 22-year-olds that would want that.
I would put a picture of me and the Hawk Tua girl up, and then I'd lie and say she spit on it.
I told you, all my teen kids, their big takeaway from Jake Paul was that they saw Hawk Tua in real life.
Unbelievable.
IRL.
LOL.
Yeah.
I don't, there's certain people you're like, oh yeah, I want to get a picture with. I went to see Suicidal Tendencies down in Fort Myers, and the drummer Grayson, who is, huge on Instagram and got in there, and now he's in Sepultura. He's playing with them. He was standing literally from me to you, and he was talking with some people before the show, and nobody, he's not super famous.
Right.
He's famous enough on Instagram, but he's a great drummer, and I was going to get a picture with him. But I said to my wife, I go, should I get a picture of him? Or is it weird? Like, he's 22, and I'm, 50-year-old guy. I'm going to get a picture. But I just wanted to say, hey, congratulations on your success.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's grab a photo. My wife's like, no. I'm so mad at my wife.
She shot you down?
Yeah, I go, what?
She shot you down.
I was going to get a picture. I wasn't going to go over and try and kiss him. I just wanted to get a picture.
I feel that way around NFL players now.
Yeah, because they're kids.
Because you see them up close, like, oh yeah, this guy's 23 and I'm 44. Hey, can I get a picture?
I ran into Quentin Tarantino in Manhattan one time with a girl that I was dating, and I wanted to take a picture of him because I loved Reservoir Dogs so
He was
bad.
with the girl you were dating?
No, I wish. And she goes, go get the picture. I go, no, I can't. I go, there's all those people, and I wouldn't even. And she goes, I'll get one. And I was like, go ahead. And she ran up to him, and they were shuffling him away. And she goes, Quentin, I'm a director, and I feel like I'll never be successful until I touch you. And he stopped and turned around and took a picture of us.
There you go.
And she wasn't even good looking.
Gio, we may have to fight some people. The WNBA Rookie of the Year race may not be in the bag for Caitlin Clark.
Come on.
My sweet Cece.
Well, listen to this, though. Angel Reese just became the fastest player in the league history to record 20 double-doubles.
Okay, but how many triple-doubles does Caitlin Clark have?
She doesn't have a lot of trouble.
Double-doubles.
But Angel, they've been padding her stats. They'll have a lead. They'll lead in there, trying to force the ball to her.
Well, and like Portnoy pointed out, he goes, look at this. Caitlin Clark is one assist away from, one bucket away from setting the record for
And they
this,
won't throw it to her?
and she passed because she had it open, so she made the assist, whatever, and did it. And scored.
The game they played, the Fever played Saturday. Did you see the clip of the one player comes running over to like shoulder check Caitlin Clark as she's walking off the court? Like
No.
like literally, she's walking and she speeds up so that she can shoulder check her. She's walking off, and all Caitlin Clark was like hyping up the crowd because they were blowing out that team.
Oh yeah,
and it's a home game, and the crowd's going nuts. She's like, hyping up the crowd, and the girl walks over and shoulder checks her.
So Caitlin Clark came out and thanked the ref for teeing her up. She got a technical because she missed a 3-pointer, and she went over and she hit the pad on the hoop thing, whatever, and she was like, "I'm frustrated with myself. I missed it, and it made me mad. So I hit the thing," and he said, "You're disrespecting the game and stuff." So they teed her up, and so she goes, "That's all I needed." She goes, and then, just went crazy.
It reminded me of Michael Jordan in the Last Dance. He was like, and I took that personally. It just unloads.
So
Dude,
good.
I watched the clip. I don't know if it was in the Jordan thing. It was another player, and he said that Jordan came out was wearing the 45.
Oh, 45, 23.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the clip. Oh, 45, 8, 23, man.
Then the very next game, he came out with the 23 on.
Yeah,
and then he
destroyed.
stopped shooting so that he could have 45 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That Last Dance is such a great documentary.
I gotta watch that again.
I have watched that seriously probably 5 times all the way through.
It's so good. I'll put it on all the time.
By the way, Jordan's house is still for sale. I think it's been like 11 years.
Who can afford it?
Yeah.
Well, it's I only think it's like 14 million or something. Like, not saying only,
Right,
but there's
but
a lot
I would
of
say
people.
that's
You got to live in Chicago.
It's in disrepair now because
nobody's been there.
The gym flooded and this and that. Nobody's taking care of it, so it's just a house sitting there, and it's
I'll take it.
Yeah.
And they're saying because it's so customized,
Right,
like
yeah.
23 is everywhere and Jordan is everywhere, that like you basically, if you buy it, you'd have to make it like a museum or tear it down.
Yeah, because it has the 23 stuff everywhere, but I also think it has like higher countertops and stuff and different thing, because tall.
Yeah, it says as of June 2024, it's listed at 14.8.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'm gonna get it.
I'm surprised some influencer hasn't tried to buy it, and just for the clout online.
Sure. Speaking of buying stuff, Jeff Bezos is reportedly interested in buying the Boston Celtics after the team went up for sale following the NBA final triumph over Dallas Mavericks in June. After a failed attempt to take over the Washington Commanders in the NFL, the Amazon founder is reportedly switching his sights to the winningest NBA franchise. The Celtics are projected at around how much? What do you think the Celtics are worth?
I don't even know if the Bucks were $6 billion. How much is the Celtics?
That's NFL.
I know, $3 billion.
7 billion.
1.8 billion.
5 billion.
Garmin?
Ooh, 500
$500
million.
Oh.
$6 billion. Yeah.
That's what I
six-
meant, billion.
$6 billion.
Yeah,
I mean, the
didn't mean million.
Celtics, the
There's
winningest
players that have made
franchise,
500 million probably.
That's what I said. I meant
winningest NBA franchise, and also iconic franchise. You know what I mean?
Big market. You know.
Convinced Carmen doesn't listen to the show.
Or she's just not good at guessing stuff. Speaking of making money, on Saturday in New York, Jake Paul told the world his primary objective for November 15th, when he's scheduled to clash with Mike Tyson, is to KO the legend and make a bag. The proverbial bag is pretty good. Paul says he will collect $40 million for his efforts.
My God.
Yeah.
$40 million.
I believe it.
Yeah, well,
for
I
him.
mean, he's doing the promotion. He's the star. He's all the stuff. Yeah, $40 million.
I watched Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely last night.
Oh, yeah.
What a weird thing.
Oh, wobbly.
McNeely was so...
Amped up, and he came out all crazy, and he thought he was in that. I don't know whether he thought he was going to do
But
something.
he didn't lose. They stopped the fight. And they didn't. His corner stopped it after he got knocked down right away.
Oh, McNeely, but he was like...
No, but listen to me, because I don't know when the last time you saw it was. So he comes out, and Tyson is out of jail. It's been 4 years since he fought. He's 30-something years old. McNeely's 26. McNeely comes out like a maniac, comes to the ring like he just did blow in the back, and he's going crazy. And his thing is that he watched the timer, and the minute he hit the bell, McNeely would run over and start pummeling you. And they were like, will he do the same to Tyson? So the minute they hit the bell, he ran at Tyson. Tyson ran back at him, and they met right in the middle, and they started going, and Tyson hit McNeely, and he fell back on his butt. He got hit, but he also slipped. And he jumps right back up, standing 8 count, no problem. They go right back at it, and they're just beating the snot out of each other. And then he catches McNeely, and he dazes him, and he's wobbly. But then he gains his footing, and the ref, all of a sudden, his corner jumps in and stops it. They just jumped in the ring and stopped the fight before he even got a chance to. And he was so annoyed by the whole thing. Not that he wouldn't have gotten his ass kicked 5 seconds later, but his corner stopped the fight for him.
Yeah, so the first knockdown is a knockdown. He hits him with the right hook, and it's Miles Lane stops him, or Mills Lane stops him and tries to hold on him, and McNeely's running around the ring like an idiot and stuff. But Tyson's winning that fight, and then let me see. Oh, he just headbutt. McNeely just came up with a headbutt under Tyson. Yeah. Tyson was holding his arm.
Yep. Tyson had his arm like in an arm lock, and McNeely headbutted him.
Oh, Tyson's drilling him in the face and then knocks him down again. Yeah, and when McNeely gets up, he's all wobbly. Right. He's looking off, and then, he's got the 1,000-yard stare.
And then they jump in and they just end it right there. But I would tell my people, let me get knocked out.
But I always think about this. What if his corner saved his life that night?
Did they?
But who knows?
How many people have died? Mike Tyson fought 30 people so far, and none of them died.
That's a good point.
Tyson looks so scary right there.
That's what he was prison like. Tyson.
Yeah.
That's right out of prison.
I mean, it's just the look on his face.
The best is I watched the whole fight. So Jimmy Lennon is doing the announcing, and he's like, we want to welcome from the hit television show Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld, Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee were there. He's like, Denzel Washington, Jim Carrey, like just naming celebrities that are sitting around the ring. It was weird.
Good celebrities.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Finally, in news, I don't know if you want to take a break and come back on this, but there's a new thread online where millennials are talking about the old person's hill they'll die on. Some of the stuff that they think about newer stuff.
Yes, let's take a break. We'll come back and get to that, mostly because I have to pee. And also, if you missed it, the bone bonus keyword, we gave it out at 8 o'clock. You have still another 9 minutes to get it in on the app. If you haven't done that, your chance to win $1,000 and then buy us a pizza. We'll get to the rest of the stuff in news when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to be selling some property soon.
Oh, yeah?
Get rid of that goddamn condo that we never go to.
What?
I thought you go to it all the time.
No, Joey's going to it too much. I feel like I'm paying for a clubhouse for that kid.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
What if he decides to move out and just wants to live there?
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Perfect.
Get out. What kind of conversation did you have with your son when he turned 18? Like about life and what to do and all that?
Not a whole lot, really.
I had a conversation with Joey yesterday.
He turned 18 in June, so
I said, "Hey, you're gonna be 18 in a couple of days." Because I go, "Don't be a loser." That was it. That was my big.
It's a good one.
Yeah, because the number one motivational commercial for me with drugs was the one. Not I learned it from you, Dad. Wasn't that one? It was the one where
frying the egg.
No, it was when they're smoking weed, and the guy's mother goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Sure, Mom, I'm just not doing nothing." And you're like, "Oh, he still lives with his mother." Gross. That's what turned me on.
Yeah,
that's why I don't smoke pot. I don't want to live with my mother.
But now the thing is like it's like we have like the highest rate of people under 30 that still live at home with their parents because inflation and just everything being so expensive.
Oh, Carmen, I'm kidding. I hope these kids stay here till they're 50.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I mean, easy guy.
No, I'm serious. Carmen, I'm dead serious.
Don't be a loser. Live at home until you're 50.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want him to live here because he has no choice. Right. But I mean, the longest I can keep the kids here, the happier I'll be.
I've been telling my son, like, this is your last summer.
This is your last Enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm like, Christmas now. I go, my mom only gets me like one gift. So now that you're 18, you'll probably get one gift from us.
It's a different story.
I got a vacuum for my birthday this year.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's nice.
That sounds great.
It was nice.
That's a hint.
Yeah.
You're just
clean it up.
Yeah, tidy it up a little bit.
Not true.
Who bought it for you?
Barb.
Yeah.
We already went over this.
All right. You refreshed my memory. Relax.
Yeah. And it was before I got my floors done. And I told her, I'm getting my floors done. I'm not going to need a vacuum.
What did you think, Barb?
She should have got you one of the robot ones that just picks up the dog hair and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? No, I actually got you the vacuum so you can clean your feet.
You looked me in the eyes when you snorted. That scared me.
I told you about my Roomba mishap. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
What did it do?
Smearing.
Ran over a dog turd. Yeah. When nobody was home. And just went. cruises through the whole. I mean, it's very accurate. It does cover the entire house.
You can see the pattern afterwards.
I can see it on my security camera. I go, oh no, what is that?
I bet you wish your dog would have ate it.
No, I just pretend I told my wife I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, the best thing to do is to ignore something.
Oh yeah.
No, that is not the. You guys are jerks.
No, 100. I'm like, I didn't know.
So before the break, we were talking about there is a thread online where millennials are talking about their old person hills they would die on. Some of the different stuff. We'll see whether you agree with it or not. New car headlights are too darn bright.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very
I agree.
bright. They're very bright.
I'm convinced people have their high beams on all the time.
On trucks.
Sorry, go ahead, Carmen.
I was gonna say, and on trucks because it sits higher, there you can't see. It literally it is so blinding. It's traumatizing.
It is. I get it all the time where people will flash their high beams at me, and I'm like, "Ready for this? Bang! And higher." I know my lights are bright, but it's not my high beams. These are, and then they just swerve off into the woods.
Doesn't that make you feel good when they're like flash?
Yeah.
Like you turn it on stadium lighting.
Yeah. You can see their face through the windshield.
They melt like they open the Ark of the Covenant. Social media was better when it only showed you content from friends and followed pages. I hate this. I don't understand. I'll go be scrolling through and I go, why am I seeing this idiot? I don't follow this idiot. And now I have to block them.
Yeah.
It's worse than it's people is that like I don't like Kiss. But I looked at something for Kiss. Now all I get is like Kiss fan club, Kissonopolis, Kiss of this, Kiss of that.
Twitter specifically is sending me tons of political stuff, and I'm like,
I don't even use Twitter anymore.
care.
But what's crazy is that's what Twitter thinks you want to see.
Yeah, I don't know
because
how
of
it does.
something. Yeah, like
I
that's
must
what
have Googled or something.
Yeah,
it's funny. I feel like we're going to agree with a lot of these. This one, people should listen to music or have video calls played on their phones in public with headphones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't just be walking around with your music blaring or you talking to your Aunt Lucy.
I don't get that.
Yeah,
That's also the Hispanic people love to do that. Hi, Chuchi.
Yeah. I'm ashamed to admit this because I've often said it's a lot of my Puerto Rican family that does it, but I am guilty of talking on speakerphone on the phone in the mall before. But I'm not in a store.
I think
I'm just walking around.
You had to actually slap it on your hand.
Why would you do that?
Some of the guys look like they may have played, outfield for the Yankees, and I'm like, all right, I'll let it slide, I guess. But
me,
I'd be like, beat it and just smack it out of your hand. You shouldn't have to download an app for everything. Like, have you ever tried to read something and they go, yeah, you can read it, download the app. And you're like, I don't want to download an app. I just want to see the email. Can you send it as an email?
Yeah, no, I've got enough apps on my phone. I was looking at it the other day. I don't know what half of them do.
Yeah.
I had one I downloaded and I'm like, what is this? It was a hotel I stayed at 6 years ago, Choice Hotels. And I'm like, oh,
it's one of those things where they go away. And if you have to download it, just delete it. Just be like, I don't need this anymore. Not everything needs to be recorded, photographed, and posted online.
Yeah, if you go to a concert and all you're doing is filming it, you're never going to watch that again.
What I do a lot of the times is when I go to a concert, I'll take a 20-second clip, a video, of a
There's my
good song,
memory.
whatever. Yeah, and I'll put it up there, and people will be like, oh, awesome, they sound great. Okay, there you go. That's all. I don't need to sit there and film the whole thing. I still joke about it to this day. John Brennan, we went and saw Foreigner over at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and his dad and his uncle went. And his uncle was filming the whole thing, and I go, do I send a self-addressed envelope to get the DVD, or how do I get the DVD of this show from your uncle?
What's worse, videotaping concerts or fireworks?
Oh,
I'm never going to watch fireworks.
Never going to watch
Never.
fireworks. A 20-second clip of a concert, you can be like, oh, yeah, I saw these guys this year, and you play it, or, a Throwback Thursday thing or something like that. But, yeah, fireworks, who's ever watching that again?
Sometimes you want to get the grand finale, on tape digitally.
This one I will give you from James Galvin, circuit 1983. People need to stop speeding through neighborhoods.
Yeah, I hate that.
This is the actual quote. Anyone who speeds through a residential area has popcorn for brains. We used to repeat that all the time.
And you have to tell that to the kids too, like your own kids, because you run the risk of them not only getting hurt, but them hitting somebody else. And that could be just as bad as, you imagine you smash some kid by accident, and for the rest of your life you have to live with that in jail.
Even worse is it's your next. It could be your next door neighbor's kid. You know what I mean?
Restaurants should offer actual menus,
I
not the
agree.
QR
Yeah, I
code.
don't like that.
Especially when it's hard to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's doing that anymore?
I don't know.
QR codes?
Yeah, but like as opposed to not giving you a menu.
Well,
There's a lot.
There's a
St.
lot,
Pete does that still.
Really?
especially beach places, only because the menus usually like blow away.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I,
they'll do,
I like just hitting the QR
Yeah.
code.
I don't.
At Buffalo Wild Wings, I was there over the weekend, and you can scan the QR code on your table and pay and everything.
Yeah.
it pulls up
there's
right
a lot
up.
of places
Your
where you
bill
just
was
pay
on
and do
there.
it, yeah.
I would do that.
But like they're saying, that is one thing, is make sure it's user friendly. Like if your menu comes up and you have to click 9 different things, or the font's too small and you can't even make it bigger. If it's easy, then yeah, I'm totally fine with it. Tips should be for sit down meals in restaurants only.
yes.
Yes. Approved.
What about takeout when you pull up to the curbside?
Yes, I'm tipping that person because they bagged all the stuff and put it all together and doing that.
But
And
also that's
technically
their
you're-
job.
Yeah, but like if you're, are you tipping at Subway? Are you tipping at Chipotle? Are you tipping at those places?
No.
You know. Yeah,
They all have
That's-
tip jars now, though.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
certainly. Yeah.
Tip jar you can walk past. It's the lines on the card that get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Chicago in Earth, Wind, and Fire the other night, and I bought a Chicago T-shirt, and the lady flipped the thing around for a tip.
What?
For real.
Ah.
For a T-shirt at a concert.
And what did you do?
Yeah.
I went bingo, no
Yeah,
tip.
not him. Man.
Yeah, you're first off, I'm never seeing you again.
Second of all, you paid $75 for a t-shirt.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're giving me great service where, you know what I mean? If she would have been like, oh, I've got this one. It's a vintage one, and I'm going to give it to you for $15. All right, then I'm going to tip you $10
Yeah.
or something. You know, it's signed by the whole band. They don't know. Here it is for free. But yeah, tipping for that. I was like, you're out of your goddamn mind.
I went to the store the other day, and they were like, it was a thing for St. Jude's, and I'm never doing that. But they're like, they said, they're like, all right, here you go. It's going to ask you a few questions. I'm not answering questions. I don't answer
I don't
questions.
answer questions. I can tell you right now. Can you say to me, would you like to round up your?
Would you like to round up? But it goes
No.
to, it's
No.
cute. Okay.
Yeah, I shut the one guy down. He looked at me. He was surprised at
Yeah.
how fast I did it. He goes, "Would you like?" I go, "No." And he just looked up at me, and I go, "I don't want to." And he goes, "That's okay."
I was asked if I can round down.
Yeah,
I would like to round down.
Give me some money back.
Yeah.
Round my whole thing.
That's a great. Would you like to round up? I'd rather round down.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather round down.
That was actually in my open letter, but you know, no big deal. There should be zero work-related texting, especially during non-work hours. This is for people who work normal jobs. All work communication should be through a work email.
Nah.
No.
Ooh, depends on what you do.
Yeah.
Depends on what you do.
Like what?
Like if you're just working at a call center, or if you're working at a basic job where they're like, hey, we need you to do more of this, or wait until I'm on the job. Like, don't text me at home.
Oh yeah. All right, I do. Yeah.
I mean, if there's
I
a
thought you meant
situation
during the day.
But like, I love whenever you see the text of people who are like, "Hey, can you come in today?" And they're like, "No, I'm in Minneapolis for a wedding. I told you whatever." Well, if you don't make it in, then you're not going to work. Okay, well, cool. Then I quit because you're ridiculous. I took the time off, and now you're trying to tell me to come in. And yeah, it depends on what job you have. Where you're
John
doing.
Brennan texts me after 5 p.m. I never answer.
Yeah.
Some of those text exchanges that people post online between them and their boss when they're already on vacation are pretty funny.
Yeah. Especially people who don't care about their job. They're like, I can get another job somewhere else doing garbage work, whatever. If it's a job that you love or a job that, is hard to get, it's a big different story. But that, I'd be like, all right, well, I'm not coming in. Touchscreen keyboards aren't as good as actual physical keyboards.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed, yeah.
Everybody agree with
Especially
that?
when you're trying to order food somewhere and you're pressing the button and it doesn't work and you're looking around, nobody can help you.
So I think my fingertip on my right hand, the one that I would do it with, I think is dead skin or something, because a lot of times I'll press, and I have to change fingers for it to work. Like I think I have a desensitized tip or something.
Dead finger?
Dead finger, yeah.
Because doesn't it go by heat?
Right.
I don't know.
And you may have more oil on that finger or something. Yeah, there might just be something.
What are you doing with that finger?
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Gee, you of all people know what I'm doing with it.
Well,
Touching your weenus.
Yeah.
Probably have
Rubbing my
elbow
weenus.
fluid on it or something. If I say something to you I'd like you to acknowledge that you heard me.
That's my. I don't do. My wife tells me that all the time. She goes, just nod or something.
Yeah.
A little grunt.
I do that. Yeah, I'll do that to my wife sometimes, where I'll say something, whatever, and then I go, hello, who is there? Anybody there?
I'll go. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. I go, cool.
Good talk.
Good talk, yeah.
Neat is another one
Yeah,
you'll
neat.
use, Joe. I hate that.
I am not instantly available at any waking moment just because it is technically possible for me to see your message right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I should be preaching that to everybody. Everybody tells me all the time, they're like, I know you're ignoring me. Why? Because you are always on your phone. I'm always on my phone, but I'm not always on my text screen. I'm not. Do you know how many times people text me and then somebody else texts me and those texts get pushed down and pushed down and pushed down, and then I don't see it for a couple of days? I get that all the time. Sometimes I'm ignoring you, but not all of you.
I knew that you were purposely
I was
not,
purposely ignoring you.
not replying to me about the bet, whether he made the bet or not. I asked him the night of, and I figured, okay, he fell asleep. And
I
then
did.
Then the next morning, I texted him, and I was like, hey, did you wind up making that bet? And there was nothing. And then we had a Pitbull toddler exchange, and he was on there, and I was like, hey, did you? He goes, save it for the air. And I go, I knew it. Let's see. And then the final one is the way that Gen Z makes the heart with their hands is deeply unsettling.
Please.
If I see you do that, I hate you. I hate you, and I want to spit in your face.
Well, have you seen,
Unless you're under 12.
but have you
12.
seen how they do it? They do it with their fingers, like weirdly, where a millennial, they use their thumbs, right?
What do you mean?
So a millennial, the way they make their heart, they use their
Like
thumb
this
at
or
the
like
bottom.
this?
They use the thumb at the bottom.
Right. All right. I see what you're doing.
So this is how millennials do it.
Okay.
Gen Z does it like this.
The thumbs at the top.
No thumbs at all.
Oh, what are you using? Middle
finger is at the bottom. Pointer fingers make the shape. That is how Gen Z makes
No, I
the heart.
I feel like
how
this is
you do
gang signs. I'm gonna get in trouble.
But so like that's the difference. Millennial heart, Gen Z heart.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. Any heart. I
Well,
want to spit in
stupid.
your face.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
very annoying.
Not a fan.
Rude.
There you go. That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you. We must take a break. We are running behind. We will take your phone calls if you'd like to get them in. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. This is Ray. Ray, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Ray?
Hey, Mike Calta. I love your show. I just wanted to make an observation. Been watching Bone TV this morning. Carmen looks like she's down and out, like she needs some much-needed time off. Looks kind of haggard.
You're saying she looks haggard, like her hair and stuff, or?
Well, she just looks like she's aggravated and needs just some time off.
Oh, you think she needs a vacation?
Listen, I'm in. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, where are you going to take her, sir?
You should send her to Belize.
Why would I send her to Belize?
Yeah.
You're her boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not her boss. John Brennan is her boss. She said it several times.
Well, I vote for somebody sending her to Belize.
Well,
I vote-
why
I
don't you
vote
send
yes.
her?
Oh, okay.
I'm with Ray.
Why don't you send her to Belize, Ray?
Okay, I'm a trucker. I can afford it.
Okay, can get on it, big trucker.
I'm in.
Believe these nuts.
Whoa.
Does that work?
Whoa.
I don't know if that works.
Do I need to don't?
No. I know. People make me laugh. You should send her. You should send her on vacation.
You really should. I
Yeah.
do a lot for you, Mike Calta.
To quote
I
Tim Galvin, you should get a helicopter. You should get a helicopter.
Yeah.
I make you happy.
You don't make you think you make
don't
me happy?
I don't make you happy.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not saying
Oh,
you,
okay.
you don't make me happy. You satisfy my work needs.
Yeah. Happy.
No.
There's another word for that.
No. Do you want to be happy or you want to be satisfied?
Being
You want to
satisfied
eat
makes
one
me
taco
happy.
or you want to eat 3 tacos?
Being satisfied makes me happy.
You're Oh, see? You think that's making me happy?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
think
I'm
that's
not gonna
making me happy?
I'm not gonna make you happy anymore.
Mhm.
Stupid. No.
When was the last time you think you did something to make me happy?
I mean, every day I come in, I do my job.
That does nothing for me.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay.
No. Why do you think that makes me happy? It should make you happy.
Because I work for you.
You don't work for me. You work for Cox Media Group.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You know what? This is you're pointless to have a conversation with.
The show being successful makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
Man,
Nobody wants. I'm whatever.
Yeah,
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Did Chamberlain football win? Hello?
No, they did not.
Nope, they were losers.
Okay.
You know why? Because Carmen wasn't happy. That's why.
Looking
Thank
too
you very
haggard.
much. Gio, why you got to make it worse?
I was just repeating what that guy said.
That guy did say you look haggard, Carmen.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I have ears.
Speaking of haggard, Medicine Man.
Hey, what's up, Mike Calta? Believe it or not, it's 6 years to my anniversary of my surgery.
What surgery?
Remember I had a heart valve surgery about 6 years ago in North Carolina?
I thought it was 5 years. I'm glad you brought it up.
I had it on my calendar as 5.
Yeah.
Really?
It was 6 years. It was 2018 I had it done on August 23rd.
That's right. That's right.
That makes sense.
Wow.
What do they say? You got about another year left?
No, I'm still good for a very long time.
I don't think so.
way.
The more I read, the more I think about it. Heart valve surgery. It's got about 7 years.
It's a mitral valve, not a big valve.
Yeah,
mitral
no.
valve.
The mitral valve is really more detrimental to the heart than you'd ever imagine.
And they wear out.
They say it's got about a 7-year life.
Temporary.
Yeah. It's an ironic name.
Yeah,
If you send Medicine Man through the lifeguard machine, it'd crash the system.
yeah,
I mean, I never blown up a machine before, but it sounds like fun.
yeah. I'll miss you when you're gone. I will.
I'm not even gone. I'm pretty healthy. I still got a lot of concerts to go to, too, you know?
What concert do you want to see before you die that you've never seen?
Oh, man, there's a lot coming up. There's a lot next to you, like Jane's Addiction. You got Stone Temple Pilots. You got...
I didn't ask you for a concert calendar. I asked you what was the one you'd want to see before you die.
Of course, it's of course Metallica, but I'm not going to die that quick. I'm going to be still good for another 20 years or so, you know?
No way. I give you
Last
4 at best.
As long as I stay away from junk food.
No, that has nothing to do. What are you saying? I'm a fat ass?
Food, no.
That's
Food
what I heard
sodium.
you.
Yeah.
That's what I heard you say. In
Son
other
of a
words.
bitch.
In other words. All right.
I said fast food.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Yeah, I had a question for Spanish and Galvin.
Spanish and Galvin. This guy's got a question for you guys.
Take questions?
Are we? I don't know.
Spanish.
Yep.
Oh. Do you still feel like you're at a 10?
Today?
Feel like you have a what?
At a 10. Remember I asked him
At a
about
10.
his... He said he's the happiest he's ever been. He was at a 10.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You may have missed earlier in the show, sir. But go
Well,
ahead.
no, that's,
Spanish.
I think, why he was asking.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay. Galvin, also has a question for you. When you say, like, belt shoes, tell them Galvin sent you, and you don't get a discount, why do you still tell them that Galvin sent you?
So they know their sales are working.
They're advertising.
The advertising is working. I am sending you there.
I would have never gone to Pelt Shoes had I not heard about it from Galvin.
That's right.
Right, I understand it, but I'm saying when I'm at the register, and I say, hey, Galvin sent me,
Yeah.
they're going to be like, okay, but you don't get a discount, so I was just wondering.
Listen,
thank you.
Listen, you were getting a discount, and it was
Okay.
so successful that they had to stop it. They were like, "Oh my God, Galvin's sending too many people.
Yeah.
We have to stop that." But they do other deals and they do other stuff. So as it goes along, just say that it's
Go
me. It
measure.
helps
Go
out.
measure your feet.
You're helping all of us. You're helping them, and you're helping us and the radio station and everybody because you're letting them know that I sent you.
Thank you for your service. sir.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
We appreciate
okay.
it.
Gotcha.
You're a good
If you-
spokespeople.
Also, if you do it, you'll be at a 10.
Yeah, that's true.
What number would you say you are?
Ooh, I'll have to get back to you on that.
Would you say your number is lower than the number of how haggard Carmen is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Who do you think needs a vacation more?
Me? I don't think either of us need a vacation. But if I had to choose,
Carmen, that's the right answer.
For who? For Spanish?
For
Yes.
life.
No.
Okay.
Here he comes, the comeback king.
Here he comes, the comeback king.
Here he comes.
I
hate
don't want to be a part of this one. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Morning, Mike. How you doing?
Pretty good, sir. How are you?
Good, guys. Good, guys. I just had a question for Spanish. I know you guys earlier were talking about his relationship, issue and going back with Carisha maybe.
Whoa, no. What's the name? What's the name? You got to say the name.
I'm sorry. Is it Karishma?
Yes.
Yeah,
good job,
there you
sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I said Karishna or something like
Whatever.
that.
Harry Krishna.
I was just saying, like, maybe, do you think that maybe because, one, he's comfortable because the guy is in jail. What if he comes out? Is she going to get back with him? end because he's on because you're on a kind of a down slope right now and nothing's really working, so you go back what worked before?
You asking Spanish these things?
I'm asking Spanish, yeah.
Oh,
like maybe when he goes back to her, if he does, and that guy's out of going in jail, when he comes out, is she gonna go back with him?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
Okay, wonderful.
I mean, you can't tell the future.
Yeah.
You don't know if you go outside and a meteor falls on your head.
That was a loaded question.
Do you, though, it doesn't amaze you how invested people are in your life? I mean, all of us. Like, I forget like when people send me messages and they're like, hey, do you think Joey would talk about my son? I'm like, how do you know? I forget that people know. No one ever gets my daughter's name right.
No?
No. So everybody's like, do you want to give this to Gianna? Like, if I knew who Gianna was, maybe I would. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it does shock me. It does. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
That people care.
They care.
In a good way. I mean that in a good way. You know what I mean?
They also want to be, they just want to be involved, I think.
Yeah, they do. And I can tell of our listeners who is also dealing with stuff because they're never nice.
Save it for
about
Saturday.
Everything. All righty.
Save it for Saturday. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to call and comment about Spanish.
Spanish. I didn't do this. I feel like I'm setting. Go ahead, sir.
So I listened this morning from 6 a.m., so I heard the drama ensue. But I would just say, Spanish, the only way that this makes sense is if you're trying to do to Karishma what she already did to you. You need to make her fall back in love with her and then dump her on her face right in front of her best friend.
All right. Hell yeah.
And then he hung up.
Yeah. I'll show you.
Wow. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. I did not hear any of the drama this morning. I just started tuning in. So for those of us, could we please have a brief recap? You're going to get back with Karishma? What?
I'm not. Okay. I'm not recap. That's up to you, Spanish.
I mean that is not what's happening, but that is the assumption. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, harumping is one thing.
Harambe was
what that's called.
A gorilla who died. Don't bring that
Harumping
up.
is a.
All right, RP.
I didn't harump. I said,
Yeah, but I'm saying, no, I'm not getting back with her. But
if you
It
did,
will be the featured cut if you missed it.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to catch up on the drama.
if you did get back, would that put you back at a 10?
No.
No.
If you did get back, would you be considered? Here he comes, the comeback king. Here he comes, the comeback king.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at with getting back? Like, what do you think the future will hold?
I have no idea.
No, I know. I didn't ask you what the truth was. I said, what do you think?
1.
That doesn't seem very positive.
That's good.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not talking to her to get back with her. That's not the point of any.
You already got back with her.
That's a one-off.
No, you think it was only one time?
Sure.
No. There was some double dipping going on.
Oh, that's not the term I would use.
Well,
could we play over/under?
It's the term she used.
5 times. You take the
over 2.5.
You're taking the over?
Over 2.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the over on that.
I'm going to take the under. What's a half?
Yeah, what is a half?
You know it.
You know a half.
You know.
Top or bottom.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Bottom always.
And the answer is?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot.
If you don't know,
it's
then
way higher.
So you don't have a count?
She's at his house right now.
I should have.
Pantses?
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Yes.
What Spanish does in his life is his business.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, look, what you do in your life is your business. What you do in your life is Joe's job to tell us these things. Where were you? You're the one we should be mad at.
Oh, it's weed on the porch again.
All right, listen. I did know about it. I will admit that. But what did I tell him? I told him it was a terrible idea. It's your life.
No.
You do whatever
We don't
you
care
want.
what you told him.
We're not looking for advice.
Yeah, but I mean, if I come in here and then say, "Oh, guess what?" And it's
Can
gonna
you
make
create a fake Hotmail account and email me? You should probably know this information.
Here's exactly how it goes down, Joe, is after you're done walking the dogs and taking the trash out, and you go to get Mike's protein shake, whenever you sit it on his desk, you go, Spanish is talking to Christmas.
Or you put a little note on it.
Like when I go to finish it, also at the bottom it says
extra little treat down the bottom there.
All right. Well,
this is worse than when you gave the guy my kid's pot.
No, that's not true, Michael. I made money on that deal.
That's $20?
Yeah.
Do you know that Moose had to give me some secret information one time?
Oh.
And do you know how he did it?
How?
He had one of those deaf phone people call me up. You know when you're deaf and it's deaf, right? When you you go to the, I was like, hello, and they're like, hi, this is a call relay service from whatever. I was like, okay. And then they just gave me like secret messages, and I was like, thank you. And I didn't know who it was. And then Moose finally admitted it was him.
Awesome.
That was the best way ever to give me fake information.
Are you
or real
saying
information?
Moose
secret.
is better than Joe?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There was, sorry, Joe. There was no.
That's all right.
I bet you Moose can even figure out video.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he could.
Probably could.
In fact, he texts me about it a lot of times.
Not this monkey could do
He'll be
my
like,
job.
Joe has the camera on the ceiling. We can't see anything.
That's right.
There's
Spanish
music playing in the background.
Spanish came in and told us about muffle door right away.
Yeah.
What was that? What's muffle door?
What's muffle?
About you putting all the
Clothes
coats
up on the
and
back
stuff
of
and
your door.
everything on the back of your door.
So
you
Mom the
couldn't-
Tree Man couldn't hear stuff going on.
No, what?
What? I didn't hear this.
What are you
We
acting
talked
like you didn't
about
say
it.
this?
I did say, but it wasn't like I just came in and was like, you guys are never going to believe what happened.
But
That's
you
what
let-
he
You
does.
let it fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about
Joe
it. and
wasn't
we're like,
here.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Can Mom the Tree Man hear the stuff? And you go, oh no, he muffles his door, so it can't hear it.
That's more. That is what happened.
Yeah, okay.
But
That's
that's
what we're
information
saying is that's
No,
information.
no. You guys, no. He stirs it up. This guy.
Listen, when Mike was asking you about dating and how's your dating and setting you up with this girl, Joe could have said, well, do you want to tell him who you're dating?
Give him the full-
what's going on?
Joe,
He didn't
senile.
know.
Joe could have just been like, yeah, so last night I was talking to Mom, the pants lady, and all of a sudden Karishma came walking in. Oh, did I say that? Like,
Yeah.
you could have seniled it out. Wait, has she been to the house, Joe?
Oh my God. What are you, Stonewall over here?
What?
You're
That's just, why don't you
silence.
ask? Don't ask me. Okay,
It
listen.
wouldn't
I
have
just
been
lived
uncomfortable
there.
if I asked him. It'd
All
been
right,
uncomfortable
I just
if I
lived
asked
there.
you.
All right. I don't know anything.
Man, she's there right now, isn't she?
Is she there now?
No, definitely.
Do you allow her to spend the night, Joe?
First of all, I
Oh,
don't
my
make those
God.
allowances. The only thing I said is don't leave her in the house when you're not in it. End of story.
You're
that
a
what
bad
he
friend. You're a bad friend.
Yeah.
I'm not a bad friend,
You're a
Carmen. and
bad-
You would be saying the same thing and more.
No, listen to Carmen from the start has been very vocal.
No,
I wouldn't have let her in the house.
I didn't leave.
Why, Joe? Why did you do
I
this?
didn't do anything. All
Good
I
job,
just
Joe.
lived there.
I feel like Joe is pushing them together.
The
He
Pantses
was.
should be defending Pants Island.
Yeah. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
very encouraging.
That's absolutely.
I feel like
No.
you guys are just laying on the bed and Joe is jumping up and down. so
Exactly.
that-
Yeah. She came in. He clapped. He
In
said,
the
"Welcome
Lord's
back."
eyes, this is okay.
He had one of those poppers where you pull the string
Yeah.
and it shoots confetti everywhere.
Celebration.
Yeah.
I told you Joe was the problem.
Yeah.
I said that at 6:05.
Pop
Oh,
champagne.
should I start looking for elephants again?
I mean,
It's his life. He can do whatever he wants. I just don't.
Would you go to his wedding if he got
No.
engaged? You would not go to the wedding.
No, not right now.
Yes,
He
He's
hasn't said
definitely lying.
anything that makes me like this person for a year. Why would I?
Sure.
Why would I want to go to the wedding? That could change, but not right now.
Jose, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
What's up, Mike? How you doing, boss?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, y'all guys were talking about, dating someone that's. I'm older than you. I'm 56 years old, and my wife is 26.
God bless you, Jose.
Right.
Is she a fine piece
Hey, now-
too, or did you just pull a fat chick that just likes older guys?
Well, she did gain some weight, but she ain't fat. She's just, a lot better.
I
she
got
was really skinny when I met her, but now she's
comfortable.
She got some hips.
Jose, you're on the air, buddy.
Yeah.
You're on I hope she doesn't listen to the show. You can just say no, she's not fat.
Well, she's not fat. I said she got bigger.
She's like Pink. She can't do the aerial
She
stuff
can't
anymore.
fly anymore.
Yeah.
No, she got a little gut, but it's not bad.
Good.
Jose, you might be my favorite listener.
How's the rumple smooth
Yeah, she
skin
got
back there?
Well, hey, good luck. Good luck to you and your young fat wife.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, she's not fat.
Well, bigger. She got bigger.
I'll send you a picture just for y'all guys only to see.
All right, we'll take it. But make sure you get the gut in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Jose.
Wow. You got to love a chick with a gut.
You got to know when to stop talking.
No.
Oh, man.
No, she's not fat.
Nope.
I mean, she's got a gut now.
No.
She's not fat. She did put on some weight. Stop.
When Amanda was pregnant with Joey, and in the beginning she lost a bunch of weight because she was throwing up, and
that's how you do it, Carmen.
But she would say, "I got to get my fat clothes soon. My fat clothes, like pregnancy clothes." She would call them her fat clothes. So I was in Vegas and I won a bunch of money, and I went to go buy her something in the gift shop, and they were like, "What about this shirt?" I go, "No, she's about ready to get her fat clothes." And they were like, "What do you mean?" I go, "She's pregnant." And I go, and all the women were like, "You don't say that." I go, "No, that's what she said." No, like, "You don't say that." And I go, "Okay, sorry."
It's like the N-word.
Yeah, no.
Only certain people can use it.
I'm not saying that either, for sure. I am surprised, not really, but kind of.
That you haven't said the N-word yet?
No, I don't say that. The amount of people that have been listening since 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because right out of the gate,
it's great.
We started talking, and all of a sudden this Christmas stuff came up.
Very
and then
exciting.
here it is coming back when I'm taking phone calls in the 9 o'clock hour, and these people have been waiting all morning to answer. Do you feel better that it's like out and off your chest now?
Yeah.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel
the wool hat's gone.
Yeah, I feel much better.
What if your scabies is clean now?
I hope that's the case.
What if keeping it a secret was what was bothering you the whole time?
Probably was.
I haven't noticed a lot of itching today, even once the hat went off.
Yeah. I do feel much better.
Matt, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Matt?
Hey, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or anything like that, but whatever Spanish is going to do with Karishma, I mean, if he's going to be happy, I mean, you guys should want him to be happy. I mean, that's really what it's going to boil down to.
Well, let me ask you a question, Matt. If you went over and touched the hot oven and burnt your hand, and then later on I saw you walking towards that oven again, wouldn't I be a good friend if I stopped you from burning your hand?
Wouldn't you be a good friend if you gave me an oven mitt?
Yeah.
He tried to give him an oven mitt, and she didn't like his text.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe they were both different people at that point. You know, sometimes you guys have to fall apart, and then you guys can work stuff out. It's happened with plenty of people.
Listen, it's honestly, I said this earlier, and outside of caring about it earlier, it's none of my business. It's not. So.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's good for ratings, and I know you guys give him a lot of crap for it. But
listen,
I mean,
I can tell you right now,
genuinely nice guy.
I give Spanish crap every day for ratings. Every day he gets yelled at for things that are his fault and are not his fault. That happens every day. But when it comes to his relationship, this is real life stuff. I'm not. I mean, right. I want to yell at him right now and grab him by the throat and go, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?" But it's none of my business. So I'm just trying to be a cool friend guy right now.
Oh, and Joe? Yes. Joe's just being, that's his best friend. I mean, of course he's going to have his back, and I mean, he's going to have his best interest in mind, but I mean, he's not going to air out his dirty laundry like that.
That's up to him.
That's what the show is all about.
Is this your producer for Sad Weirdos?
No, just a nice, normal guy.
I feel like Sad Weirdos.
Is his brother Mark?
Sad Weirdos is a fraud now.
Why?
Because you've been lying on it.
I haven't been lying.
You've been giving advice, not taking your own advice.
Omission of the truth is lying.
No, that's not true.
Joe's been lying.
I learned that with the weed.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. I just had a baby, and I had a really good idea as far as Spanish. They sell these onesies. They cover up their hands so they can't scratch their face.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good option for Spanish. And also, I'm looking at him on the website right now. I think he'd fit into about a 5T toddler size. Would be great.
All
good
right.
idea.
I'll see if I can find one. Thank you.
Yeah,
there is nothing cuter than when you put a baby in a little onesie and they got those little hand things in
mitts,
there. And they can't scratch their own little faces. All right, last call, and then I got to wrap this up. Good morning. Hello.
Morning, everybody.
Hello.
I just want to say, coming from somebody that's almost finished with the second divorce from the same man, for a reason.
What made you go back after the first one?
Sour milk.
He was my teenage sweetheart when we first got married for 17 years, 10 years not married, and seemed like the old man came back. 2 years later, he did not. Exes are exes for a reason.
Is that what you feel like, Spanish, that your old man came back?
I feel like my old man, just showed up out of nowhere.
Why did you guys get divorced? Was he banging a black drug dealer?
That would have been better. No, he's just flipping crazy.
Well, flipping crazy is what it is. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your words of wisdom and advice to Spanish.
Yeah.
Do with it whatever you shall, Spanish.
Thank you, Michael.
We must take a break, though. If you want to get through 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025, you still got another opportunity to win $1,000 coming up with the Bone Bonus. That's going to happen at 10 o'clock before we get out of here this morning. We'll give you the Bone Bonus keyword, and it'll be worth $1,000. 1,000 smackaroos, but you got to put it in the Bone website. So, in the Bone app. So if you don't have that, you have plenty of time right now to go download it, get locked in, and we'll give you that keyword before we get out of here. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I will take some phone calls before we get out of here. 727-579-1025. Why is Shiloh Jolie Pitt dropping the Pitt from her name? Why doesn't she like Brad Pitt? I like Brad Pitt. Why though?
Because she said he was like an alcoholic and mean to them when he gets drunk.
All right, but look at Gio's dad, what he did to him, and Gio doesn't change his name.
And that was his stepdad, and so he doesn't have the same name.
No.
What? Now she's the legit kid, right? She's not an adopted kid.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Kind of looks a little bit like both of them. Younger, but still beautiful. And she now lives with the mother and hates the father. Do you blame Angelina Jolie at all? Do you think she gets in there a little bit? Because wasn't that the same with her and John Voight? And she didn't talk to John Voight either because the mother made her hate him.
Yeah, I believe so. So I would say so. I would say that she definitely
make out with her brother.
Yeah, which was still super weird.
They didn't really make.
She's hot enough.
Yeah.
She just kind of kissed.
I watched that interview they did on the red carpet. Her and Billy Bob Thornton when they were wearing the blood.
That was weird.
That was so hot to watch back now that I'm older, because I was young the first time I saw it, and I was like, ew, weird. And now watching, I'm like, God damn, Billy Bob
had it down. He had it down tight, man.
He was just, because, she was like saying something. She's like nibbling his ear. I was like, God damn.
And he's like, you would wear my blood.
Yeah.
Then he did that movie with her with John Cusack.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was. He definitely knew how to put the buckle down on that one.
Good for him.
He hit the spot, man. He was banging something that nobody else. Because remember, she was in that one movie, and all the girls were like, I would never. Okay, maybe I would with that one. You know what I mean?
Girl Interrupted. Was that it?
No.
Oh,
this
she's
was way
the model?
before. She's Gia, the model, the HBO movie.
Yeah.
She was. Every girl was like, I wouldn't really, but I would with that one for sure.
So hot.
I know she really is.
Yeah. I forgot about how hot she was, and watching that interview was.
I'll tell you, I still think she's hot now. I watched the video of her and the cute daughter at the Måneskin concert, and they were just watching, and I'm like, look at Angelina Jolie. If I was at a concert and I saw her, I'd be like, what is going on here with
sorry,
this woman?
band. I'm watching her now.
Yeah. She can still fly over the crowd.
Yeah.
For sure. She's in flying shape.
Not like Pink.
Unlike Chunk. I'm sorry, I mean Pink.
There was a movie with her. Like, you haven't really seen her do much lately, but there was a movie with her where she was like a wild firefighter.
Yes.
And she was in a tower by herself. I'm like, oh, really? A 15 is out there fighting fires by herself. Hey, where should we put this smoke show supermodel? I don't know. Put her in Tower 90 by herself. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. All right, we'll do that, I guess. Makes sense.
Do those people live in those towers, or they just spend the whole day just looking out there with binoculars?
Yeah, I think they live up there. Because I only know this from that movie.
Yeah, and it wasn't a documentary.
No, in that movie, when she goes up there, it's like living quarters. There's like a bathroom, a little stove, everything.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you're out in the middle of what, so I don't think you're making trips into 30 miles through rough terrain to be like, oh, I got to powder my nose.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice to live up there and have that cool like penthouse kind of thing until you make a move and you hear, and you're like, tomorrow is Wednesday, but Dom will be here on Thursday.
Correct.
Dom couldn't be on today because he was in court, but he will be taking your legal calls on Thursday for those of you who are suffering through legal situations. Mike Calta Show, good morning. Hello, you son of a bitch. Hello. I will open up the phone lines before we get out of here. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Do you know what I had a dream about, Gio? Oh, wow. No, a dream about, and it ties into today being National Radio Day. Benjamin Bornstein. Remember Max? What was Max's name? It was Max, but it was Max something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but I had a dream about him last night. I had a dream we hired him to work here.
Really?
Wow.
Who is this? Some guy that you worked with? Or?
Yeah, he worked. His real name was Benny Bornstein, which I thought was the greatest Jew name ever. And I go, you should be the wild Jew, Benny Bornstein. It said he was Maxwell something.
Didn't he move up to like Cleveland or something? Yeah. And then I never heard from him.
He used
again.
to fight with Opie and Anthony. I remember that.
Yeah, with big dumb glasses.
Yeah. Big dumb glasses.
Was Big Dumb Glasses another guy on the show, or
and he just had big dumb glasses?
He had big dumb glasses on his face. He had Robert Kelly glasses.
Yeah.
What was his name? Max? What was it?
I just knew his radio name. I didn't know his real name.
Yeah, but no, his real name was Benny Bornstein.
Yeah.
But his radio name was like Max something.
I thought it was just Maxwell.
No. He was the guy that interviewed Aerosmith when a certain other radio personality used the N-word in front of them and made them very upset.
Yeah. I remember it seemed like his time in Tampa was short-lived, though.
Max,
Yeah, he wasn't here very long.
The Maxwell Show.
Nope. He had it. There was more to it.
Okay.
There's more to it. You know who would know? Medicine Man would know. Maybe he's on the line. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. I was just wondering, where did you guys come up with the name Pitbull Toddler?
Some guy sending on the phone lines. We were, at the time, there was a story in the news every day about pit bulls eating little kids' faces, and we used to talk about pit bulls, and then the pit bull people got mad at us. It was a big deal. So some guy said it one day, and it just stuck. It's the dumbest name ever.
Okay, I figured it had something to do with pit bulls eating kids.
Yep, that was it. Thank you. Remember that? Because
he cracked that code.
Yeah. It was every day we'd come in here and there'd be a different story about a pit bull eating kids, and I said that they should take all pit bulls and put them in an empty pool and set them all on fire. And obviously, I would never harm an animal, and I was joking, but the people got really mad at me, and then I was getting death threats, and Danny Trio was involved. And hey, did you know Danny Trio is short?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought he was big.
Oh, no.
I watched the show the other day. It was like one of those where they renovate a house.
Yeah.
And they renovated with celebrities, and they came walking in. And it was like two guys and Danny Trio, and he was like down to their chest height. I went, oh,
that sounds right.
I don't know why I would be afraid of that guy.
He is really short, by the way.
5'6".
Yeah.
Really?
All right. That's not.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
You didn't have to say really.
That's near midget.
Dude,
what?
You're the same size.
I'm aware of that.
I don't think you're even 5'6". I think you're 5'5.5".
5'6".
No,
I mean, I'm actually
said-
5'7".
Yeah, AI said you're 5'4".
AI is a lie.
No.
That's
AI
my
is
new
the
thing.
future.
AI is a lie. Apple pie.
Don't be high.
Nah.
We should mark on the door the actual height and then have Spanish go up next to it.
It's not trustworthy. I don't trust you.
What do you mean not trustworthy?
I don't trust you or your tape measures.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's you. So you're just
Exactly.
lying about your height.
More denial.
No.
Listen, Galvin asked me the other day, he's like, what are you, 6'2", 6'3"? I'm like, 6'2" and change, whatever. It's at least 6'2". Then Galvin's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Like, we have no problem. There's no arguments over there. It's just all about questions.
I mean, I can show you a legal document that has.
What is the legal document?
This is my driver's license.
And how do they get that height?
You tell
I don't
them.
remember.
Exactly. You tell them.
remember.
We
I
all
don't
have
think
driver's
so.
license.
I don't think that's how you
We
do
all,
it.
yeah, no, yeah. You just tell them.
They did a measuring, metric.
When you said 5'6", did they go?
She went,
She may have looked down her nose a little.
I'm going to let you go on this one.
And I said, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your time.
But those are not hazel eyes.
all right.
Max Logan basket case. Is that Benny Bornstein? Ben Bornstein? Max Logan? You were talking about earlier? Dick
What is
texted
basket case?
me. That's just what Big Dick texted me about what you were asking. What
Max Logan.
Max
I think
Logan.
that was it. Max
Basket
Logan.
case.
Two dumb radio names.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Max Logan. Is that it? Big Dick would know.
Yeah.
I
Feels
think.
right? No?
It does feel right.
All
Max
right, all
Logan. No, I'm saying it.
I got so scared when I said it. You looked at me. I was like, oh.
Because you came up with basket case. I'm
Yeah.
like, what does that mean?
Want to throw you.
I thought you meant the movie.
Yeah. No.
Love that movie.
What is that movie?
Basket Case?
Yeah.
It's
Is that
about
one of your crazy B horror movies?
It's a B horror movie made by Trauma Pictures, I believe. But the guy had a congenital twin growing out of the side of his chest, and they separated him at birth, but then he carried his brother around in a basket, and the brother killed people.
The head.
Yeah, well, it was like kind of a blob with arms.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like those movies.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I don't.
They're really, some of them are really funny. Yeah.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was a kid, it was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And everybody talked about it, but nobody ever watched it.
Those are just silly, dumb movies.
In the 70s, they made all the things, or what if these were just big?
Yeah.
What if they're like big bees? What if they're big toads?
Yeah, giant ants.
Yeah.
They made a movie called Frog.
Yeah.
Frog.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was the Swarm. I remember that.
Yeah, terrifying.
And then the Blob scared me.
Oh yeah, because it was like acid when it touched you.
No. I'm talking about the horror, the horror Blob, not the. Like there was one where the guy he leaned forward and it was on the chair in the back. When he leaned back, he got covered in.
Just swallowed up everything in its path.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I don't like it either. Best horror movie, The Thing.
I agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
100% agree.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
And the one that scared me the most was that 40 Days of Night.
Oh man, the vampire one with Hartnett.
Where they move fast.
Dude.
The Shining always got me when I was younger.
Something never bothered me. Jack Nicholson scared me more as Jack Nicholson than he did in that movie.
The twins and the bloody room and the red room. That really freaked me out because I thought it was real.
The Batwinder.
The thing that scared me most was Nightmare on Elm Street because I went home that night by myself and all of a sudden I heard screeching like the Freddy claws, and somebody was moving the refrigerator in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah.
Are we going to Halloween Horror Nights? That's happening?
We're broadcasting live from Universal Studios on September 6th, but I will not go into the...
What?
Come on,
I'm just
man.
kidding.
Look,
I'm not
baby.
kidding.